1974.
Takes hold, then I just might wind up dead. Wasted, face it, you're never gonna be the one. Rockstar, you won't get far, but at least you had fun. People tell you you can be anything you wanna be, a king or a queen, as long as you got a dream. Oh no, it's a lot, they just wanna take your life, try to tell you it's a battlefield. People tell you you can be anything you wanna be, wanna go to outer space, superhero in the streets. Oh, damn, what a lie, what a time to be alive. How have I survived? Life's a battlefield.
1974.
Tried so hard to break final 40 seconds. 4 for 4.
Goes away. Bogey trying to make this the one that goes. No! Reset! Who is this guy? So right now, gets the flick touch towards the net. Is it one falling? Is it on? Beat on one. It's just Psalms. He's no boots. And Sig at 7-11.
Defensive mistakes. Where do they see a touch here? And clutch it up with the read.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more MCS action. We just saw yesterday the Swiss stage for Challenger. It was a long and grueling day. Went all the way to round 5, obviously, as the Swiss stage does. And we got our money's worth for sure for some teams who played a lot of Rocket League yesterday. Some of them moving on, some of them not. We can only be disappointed, but no, it should be a fun time. And obviously today is Saturday, and that means it is major number 2 for Premier. They start their group stage, so it's going to be fun. PS AKS is scared of heights, and I will be playing into that absolutely all day. And it's convenient that the guy is joining me right away for the first series of the day. And I don't know how you have a voice left. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, you know, man, Stewie, you kind of catfished me there. I did not know my joke was going to end up on stream. I am actually not scared of heights.
We talked about it before. Did I not show you?
I'm lying.
I did. I showed you. You knew.
This is assuming I was paying attention, Stewie. But as you said, today is Premier Day. The best of the best in MCS has to offer. Our first series of the day. As you show it right there, Kansas City Outlaws against Brainerd Victory. That should be an absolute banger. The Kansas City Outlaws, a team that just picked up a player yesterday. Their GM Cole retiring.
They're fresh.
Yeah, they're fresh, playing against Cadillac in the Brainerd Victory. The 4th and 5th seed coming into this, so it should be an absolute banger. Well picked on the matchup, Stewie.
Yeah, thank you. And they're the seeds that are on your screen are ones that are standing seeds. They're not tournament seeds. Tournament seeds for these two teams: Brainerd was seeded 7th, and Kansas City was seeded 5. They both find themselves in Group A. If you're wondering how the seeds go for the groups, or how the schedule goes, excuse me, for the groups, you have a Group A match to start, and then you have a Group B match, 2 Group B matches, excuse me, and then we round out with 1 Group A and 1 Group B. So you'll have a Group A, B, B, Group A, and Group B. The last Group B match being Bloomington and Green Bay. That is one I'm looking forward to. Going to be a great series at the end there. Bemidji and Duluth should be pretty darn good too. But I really think that the team that's up and coming right now is your Rochester Rhythm. AK, they've been very, very good the past couple of weeks. And really this latter half of this season, they've made a push, as have this Bloomington Maulers team. I mean, they just made a move too, so they're a fresh roster. Don't know if it's going to be all of them. I think it is, based on the roster submission that came in literally 10 minutes ago, and it looks like it is a full roster. So that'll be a fairly interesting series, 2 series for them. But AK group stage, so we're gonna play a ton of matches, and with that being said, groups on your screen. I can actually throw it over to this because it's literally the exact same thing, just looks a little different. But yeah, so far we have played, there have been a couple of matches played, and I did not update that. Excuse me 1 second. There have been a couple of matches played already, so we know for a fact that As there you go. There have been a couple matches in Group B played already. Rochester and Omaha played 2 matches, along with Green Bay played 1 match. Green Bay 0-1 to start. They lost to Rochester, and Omaha beat Rochester yesterday in 5 in their series. But Rochester beating Green Bay in 4, and then that's it. Rochester, I believe, has 1 more series that they played early. I don't remember where it was, and it looks to be
The Knights.
the Knights. They have 2 series. Why do they have 2 series?
Rochester with them.
Oh, they lost to Omaha. Yeah, what am I saying? They lost to Omaha. Yeah.
Lost to Omaha in
I
5.
blanked.
But
But
lost to Omaha in 5, and then Green Bay in 4. So I mean, they have a couple points already in the season standings. A win on the books in the group stage as they look to make it through the next week. I mean, that is something we haven't talked about, Stewie. The point system for Premier
Yeah.
is 2 per game win. It's not advanced. There's no deep details into it. 2 points per
simple.
singular game win. That
no,
is all
it's
that
simple,
matters.
and that's all you play for.
As simple as it is, Stewie, it is there's so much more to it. You can get eliminated from playoffs today and still make land simply if you go to every series in 5. You can lose every single series today. In 5, you will accumulate 16 points, which will skyrocket you into the middle of the standings. So every single team, there's no excuse, not a singular one. Today is the day to make it or break it.
Yeah, you get 2 points per game win, as AK said, and you can get up to 24 in the group stage, 24 next week with bracket play. And we already selected our groups. The top 2 teams selected. That was Bemidji and Omaha last week. Made their picks of who they want in their group. So those 2, they got who they wanted. They picked who they wanted. It was all up to them. So our hands are off here. We let them do what they wanted to do, and they picked it. Tiebreakers obviously being series wins. Which would essentially be your win-loss. If you have more wins, you're going to have more points. And then game wins, and then your head-to-head, and then your initial seed plays heavily into that. But bottom 2 in each group are eliminated. And you have 2 groups of 5, and you'll play everybody in your group once. So we'll play 5 rounds today. Standings pre-major. Here's what they look like. Bemidji on top before the major. This is not up to date for current major. Omaha obviously picked up a win, so they picked up some points, AK, and are technically in the 1 seed right now with the major 2 points, but this is pre-major too, so this is how we were doing. Rochester has obviously vaulted up with 10 points so far in major number 2 with their game wins. So they are up to 7th technically now, and St. Cloud has dropped down to 8th. Bloomington is actually out of the top 8 currently, but this is standings pre-major. We're crawling towards 3 o'clock. We'll see it when the guys decide to join the lobby. They do have info. They've had it for 10 minutes now, so we'll see when they decide to jump in. They're obviously going to probably come in at 3 o'clock. But AK, we have to make some predictions for this first series. I am going to be honest. This one might catch me off guard. With Kansas City's new roster, and Brainerd has been pretty darn good the latter half of the season. I don't know if I want to pick KC to win. Like, I want to have confidence in them, but they're going to have a long day. Given that, Kansas City's on the blue side of the field, and Brainerd is on the orange side. AK, I have to ask, remember the sides? Who are you picking?
I am picking. I'm going to make it simple for you. Give me orange teams, Stu. Give me the Brainerd Victory, Catamac, Whitlock, and Wubeck. Give me, they are the 4th seed, just narrowly, well, in the regular season standings, narrowly edging out the Kansas City Outlaws, and I have full faith in Catamac. Was just in a VC with him like 10 minutes ago. He seemed pretty confident, pretty chillaxed about his day, so I am extremely confident that the Brainerd Victory will take this in 4. You know, let's get this day started with a good series.
I had to reset the lobby super quickly. That's okay. I bundled it. Put the Lumberjacks on accident, which happens. But
Yeah, so I mean, while you do this,
while I do that, I can make my prediction. I'm going to jump on your train. I'm going to go with the Brainerd victory as well. I feel like they're going to win. I can't really pick against them. They've been the more consistent team this season. I don't know about you, but something just doesn't sit right with me about this this team. This new Outlaws roster. I don't know what it is. I just don't like their structure. I don't know if they could come into this series and completely destroy and sweep entirely. That is very possible. Granted, I don't think it's going to happen, but it could happen. So
yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody can hold it against us for predicting a team that has been together pretty much all season. Cadillac picked up in the trade window, but Wubik and Whitlock drafted together. Whereas a team that literally picked each other up 24 hours ago, less than 24 hours ago, they acquired Messiah for Cole. So we don't know how well they're going to gel. I mean, hopefully for that sake. I was also in a call with Gray 20 minutes before I was in a call with Cadillac, and he also seemed pretty confident, pretty chill, pretty happy with the move. So maybe we are wrong to predict this, but I'm going to stand by my predictions, Stewie.
okay. I mean, we can only, we can pick whoever we want. Things are going to happen how they're going to happen. But lobby is back up, so we'll get going right as the guys start going. Highly encourage anybody who is not on stream to stream your major run. Always fun to see people compete themselves. It's you can bet 1 point if you want. You can bet all your money. You can bet everything on either one of these teams. Somebody's going to be disappointed. It's just the nature of how the game is played. But I mean, there's really no other pregame you can talk about. Yeah,
I mean, we're just itching to get started here. So
I'm kind of just yeah.
The flights will be in there pretty soon. But yeah, I mean, as you mentioned it, you can predict all your channel points here. Unfortunately for me, we said no. Will not let me have my fix today. It's okay. You guys can do it for me. As will you match our predictions? Will you do it your own? You can all predict as we see Whitlock hanging in there, looking locked in, having an energy drink on the side, and the cams, Stewie. I kept mentioning it throughout all of Rising Star Swiss, all of Challenger Swiss. I love the cams. The cams are something that make MCS so different to every other league that exists out there. It just personalizes the league. As Nightfang's glasses here, the blue light is very reflective here.
You're seeing the calculations being made in his head. Currently, he's doing everything he can, but as it is game time, finally they are able to get into the game here. Game number 1 going to be loading on up. Enfield Knights. Should be a fun one. Katomac, Wubik, and Whitlock on the side of the victory. Wubik and Whitlock have been there since the draft. Gray, Messiah, and Nightfang. Gray a mid-season pickup along with Messiah. Nightfang been on KC since the draft. Played with Boo and Cole for a long time, and now has 2 different teammates that I don't know how much experience he has playing with either of these guys, but gonna make things work. Messiah, a good first touch. Gonna leave that ball. And so far, Brainerd has some quick answers on a big clear downfield. Messiah does not read it. Whitlock has the drop down shot. And that's a great start for Brainerd. They punish on the first miss.
Yes, and you mentioned it as Whitlock gets the victories account started for the day. What will hopefully be for them one of many goals. I didn't even see that. We have a full stack of cams on the Kansas City Outlaws. I do apologize for picking against you guys. I am so sorry. I already regret it. As the victory almost conceded one, but they just come right back. Nightfang has to get a touch, does, as both teams go back and forth immediately. You mentioned this to me. Night Fang, the only player surviving from the drafted team on this Outlaw, player who has finished second back-to-back in the last 2 lands. What kind of pressure does that put you in when you finish second again, and then you go into a season and you have 2 players just changed immediately on you. You're the last surviving member of the squad. If anything goes wrong, there's just no excuses. There's none at all.
I think the stadium dial is turned up to about 11. You've gotten second back-to-back seasons. You feel like, okay, next season is going to be it. Okay, next season is going to be it. And that continues to be the theme for you every single season. Eventually, you're going to break through. Is this a roster to do it for Night Fang? In my opinion, no. But if they suddenly start playing well together and start, beating teams left and right, I'll eat my words then. But until that happens, this team all season, any teammate of Night Fang's, I hate to say it, but has struggled to structure around him. And I don't know until they show me something different. Brainerd has this matchup all day.
And Katamag sidewall fakes the double and just gets the entire Outlaws team, who look very, you use the word structures to me, and I don't think there's a better word. They just look so disjointed right now. As a triple commit on the goal line, not a single one would connect, and the victory doubled their lead. As Outlaws here just need to find something. I know they just got together as a team, but there has to be a reason why they chose each other's. Night Fang needs to swap this, barely does. Whitlock unable to get enough on it, and they do get started. As a beautiful shot come pass from Gray will be connected by Night Fang.
And Gray did all the work there. Pass mid, rotated back post, took out that defender, just bumped him out of the way. Hey, heck of a play by Gray. Did all the work, gave Night Fang a shot. It wasn't the greatest shot, but he's able to make it work. Wubik with a carry. Shut down immediately by Gray. Again on another challenge. Night Fang should have this. He's getting chased by Wubik, but does end up beating the player. Kato's sidewall double. Didn't really get anything out of it. Whitlock trying to stay behind the ball. Didn't get anything to go through. Night Fang and Wubik meet at the summit. Gray has an open net to shoot at. It's the post. A lot of time for all defenders of KC to get back here. That's going to careen to the center. Whitlock, it was Kato actually trying to pick the corner. Does end up missing it. Whitlock has a catch, does get a heavy touch though. And that's going to put Wubik and his teammate Kato in under a lot of pressure here on this ball. A lot of time left to be had for these Kansas City Outlaws, but so far can't break through this Brainerd wall just yet. A good touch forward from Brainerd will keep on the pressure. That touch is not great. Luckily, Wubik is able to win the ball to his teammate in Whitlock and gets it done on the other side of the field. A good 50 again. Good pressure from Brainerd on the half. They're not overextending. They're just taking every so inch, that they can get. Really all you want to be doing on the offense here for this victory team. You're up by 1. You don't need to be giving away freebies, because teams at this level, when you give them freebies, they're freebies just like that.
And yeah, that is a beautiful shot by Gray. Just slots into an open net. I don't know where the whole defense from the Outlaws go, as this camera angle is not doing us any favors.
Thank you, director mode. You're directing nothing.
As the Outlaws went down 2-0 in the first minute and a half, and already back in it. This is exactly what you need. You just need to warm up into it. Messiah looking pretty solid, I would say, as the new addition on this team. I think Gray and Night Fang, the ones who want to show up a little bit more, at least in my opinion, these first 4 minutes of this matchup. As Night Fang will look to fall on this, drops it off for Wubik. That shot doesn't elect to go in. That Katamag almost slots an angle. I don't know how that's past Night Fang, but it was. As the victory looking to regain their lead, and more defensive heroics from Night Fang, and he barely keeps it out.
Oh, it's going to hit the ceiling. Yeah, a good challenge there. Good first touch, but it did hit the ceiling. Gray and Messiah both commit to the ball. Wubik has the flick over. It's a 3-on-0, and it's an open net for Brainerd.
Yeah, I got to see this replay back, Stewie. That is... Gray goes to the shot, misses out. Night Fang commits, low boost, has to get a touch, does not. And with 30 seconds left, they've scored 2 goals already. They've shown they can score past this Brainerd victory defense. But with 30 seconds left, going down again like that is is not what
gonna
you
help.
want to see if you're an Outlaws fan. If you're Cole right now, any for his thoughts.
Kato, good catch. Good reset forward, trying to stay on the ball, and does so. Gray trying to pinch mid. Find something for his team, get an open shot, get an open lane, create some space. So far, though, Brainerd not giving anything. Good cut from Messiah, gives Gray a good ball, but again, another heavy touch. It's been the theme for Kansas City so far in this first game. Can we control the ball without it turning into a giveaway? So far, no. And if it drops to the ground, it is Brainerd's game, and it looks to be Brainerd's game. Kansas City keeping it alive, though, for just a couple of seconds. It is going to drop down there. And that will do it for game number 1.
And the victory, Cadillac, Whitlock, and Wubik take that one after a little bit of a scare. Went up 2-0, and then they just dropped the lead, but they were able to regain their confidence and retake the series lead here. Get the day off, started positive note. As we watch some of these highlights, Whitlock running riot, Cadillac looking confident, Wubik, his challenges are pretty solid all around. I'm just going to need to see a little bit of aggression, a little bit of challenge. The challenge game from the Outlaws has looked pretty lacking for me, Stu. They've looked pretty lethargic, pretty slow. Their goals, I don't want to say, I don't use the word luck, because every goal you score is a goal you create in some capacity, but the goals are pretty fortunate, I must say.
Yeah.
As the victory looked to be, they just look like a better offensive team. And that last goal, just, Night Fang's POV just looks pretty rough. Your first man commits, low boost doesn't connect. Your second man is just on the side, not able to help you, and you dive as third with 0 boost. And oldest team in MCS, if Brian is not lying to me, need to show some mental fortitude here and come back in the series.
I think they can do it. I really do. As we go to Forbidden Temple, I think they definitely can be the team that steps up here and gets a win. But man, do they have their work cut out for them. Game number 2 on the board here, Kansas City. All right, off the kickoff, going to strike. It hits the inside post, but it gives a KC bounce and does find its way in. A good opening goal for them 3 seconds in, and yeah, I think it was Kato to turn off that original challenge on the cheat and just decided not to go.
I mean, as far as goals go, that is exactly what you need after losing game 1. An instant goal within 4 seconds of game 2. It's just a wake-up call a little bit for the Outlaws, pushing it to the victory, saying, "Hey guys, we're here. We're locked in. We're not done yet. We lost game 1. Still a whole lot of game to play." Messiah up inside back pass here. Cadillac put it to the backward, has low boost. That touch by Gray just hits it straight back into Cadillac, an open net. I think Whitlock will want that back. Wubik looking to keep it on the offensive half. Puts it mid, Messiah. Playing the reset over Cadillac. Almost Kato able to get a touch. Whitlock drops it down to Night Fang, who beats out 1. Whitlock will have a challenge. Get cut out by Cadillac. Full boost on the sidewall. Gets pre-jumped by Messiah. That is an ego challenge I've ever seen.
Ifang eats a demo as a result. Gray doesn't end up getting anything out of it. Wondering what in the world happened as far as the defense goes there for Brainerd on that opening kickoff. Decided to just not go for the ball. Kato with a good touch forward. Again, carrying the ball into the corner, but you get anything to go through. Gray again on the challenge. Messiah and Gray kind of just starting to go for the ball whenever they want. And that really has turned into a problem for this Kansas City team. But with redirect. Shut down again by Gray. As he'll clear the lines all the way down. Kato has to collect this. Gets a monster clear. Whitlock of the redirect. That one's going to be on target. How in the world does that find its way in?
This is a Brainerd victory right here. Cadillac, first round player for this team. Beautiful pass to the GM himself. A redirect to match. Wow. That is the kind of shot that you will see in the highlight reel plays throughout this season, and maybe even the highlight reel plays for next season. As Brainerd victory immediately tie it back up. Losing a goal in the first 4 seconds, that did not faze them. And even in the last couple minutes, Stu, I have felt that although the Outlaws offense look a little bit better, they have some pressure. The pressure from the victory still looks overwhelming. Every time Cadillac is forward, he looks so threatening. And the follows by Wubik and Whitlock looked dangerous as both players, Gray and Messiah, missing the ball in the corner, looking a little spooky, able to get away with that one as Wubik to get a good touch here. Passes it over to Kadamak, almost gets cut out. Nightfang unable to direct it netward. Pressure continues for the Kansas City Outlaws as that ball will fly. Kadamak should have it beat, does. Messiah able to get a touch on it, slow it down a little bit as both teams just now throwing caution to the wind and just going. That beat out by Gray might be an opening, and Kadamak is back to cover his team. As Stewie, I'm already running out of breath here.
Here comes Whitlock. He gets over the top of the defender, and again, just another open net. 50-50 missed by Nightfang, and Gray decides to go. Whitlock gets over the last man, and an open net again for Brainerd, who continue to punish on these challenges by the Outlaws, kind of just throwing themselves at the ball, and sometimes it not the best idea. Nightfang, that time it works. Doesn't work a second time though. Kato gets by the last man. Again, Whitlock on the shot. No boost for Gray. Been starving for a majority of this game, and when he does seem to have boost, he's having to clear the ball or burn it to get out on some sort of counterattack clear. Messiah, that's a demo on the back line. Oh, and Whitlock. That is a spawn and a half. Because if he spawns on the other side, it's probably a goal for KC, but does get that corner spawn. Easily able to save it. I don't think it was as fast as I thought, but always wonder what in the world is going on for the spawn system in the game. Is Gray on the counterattack turns into a quick turnaround touch that doesn't materialize into anything. There's a good catch midfield. Gets two players from Brainerd to go. I mean, this is where Kansas City need to be aggressive. I mean, you get two players to go, and you don't even push up to the midfield line. And finally, when you do, both Brainerd players are back, and they have help and support. Need to start using your advantage here.
Yeah, that touch is just on that trying to counterattack. All that's so slow. To the follow-ups, it's just one guy makes a good enough play for a follow-up, and again, that's a double commit on the goal line. Kadamak elbows cover the river, but maybe a demo will come through here. No, Messiah passes it up straight to Kadamak. That might just be in. Nightfang should cover, does. As the only difference between these two teams so far from this week is the follow-ups. Victory's follow-ups are just so much better. They're just following each other as a team. As Kadamak almost gets a dunk out. This is dangerous here as Whitlock on the back line. Let's get a good enough touch to Gray, who will pass it mid as Wubik is awkward, might just fall in, does not. And Kadamak in the air against Nightfang. Low boost. Whitlock is also up, bumps him into the ball as that almost sneaks in. As this is Rocket League, Stewie.
Almost a pool shot reset. Messiah to Gray. Whitlock is there on the counter and has the clear. Can Nightfang do anything with this ball in the last 20 seconds? Has to go. Doesn't have time. Messiah beats two players. Nightfang looking for a bump. Messiah on the catch, but he just flicks it right to Whitlock, and that'll be a clear down the field. Again, Kansas City have to work out of their half, and so far they are not rising to the occasion to do so. To Gray, to Nightfang. The miss comes out. The ball doesn't stay up, and it's going to drop for a second. Wubik has the clear. Can anyone from Brainerd sit on the ball? They don't even need to. That'll be game number 2. And quickly, Brainerd has sprinted out to a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, and I'm just not scared of the Outlaws.
There's just zero what feels like pressure. Their first goal was a kickoff goal. I mean, I'm not trying to rag on them, but it just feels like Brainerd are sitting in the sun in the Caribbean with a pina colada in one hand, and they have their feet kicked up in the long chair. I mean, there's no pressure on them at all.
Yeah, and you're not exaggerating. That is exactly right. It's the state of how things are right now. As maybe another kickoff goal. Oh no, we are watching the replay. Excuse me, it's been a long 2 days for me. I am a little cooked.
You have been going for a long time, my friend. I am surprised you are still here. I want to be honest. That is not a cam. That is a picture of a camera, and it looks like somebody.
No, I mean, hey, if we had Kadamak and Rubik had that camera, this wouldn't happen. You know, hashtag call them out. Hashtag do better, guys. Come on. As we come back into Nightfang's Bluetooth glasses. So I don't know if that's just a reflection of his glasses. As he
I have no idea. They're kind of just
he sees.
Whatever he's seeing, I want to see.
I don't know if you do, Stewie, because whatever he's seeing clearly is not helping his team. He needs to change it up, take off the glasses, maybe. I don't know. Maybe he needs to cave his roof in. That works out for him every once in a while. As only OGs will understand that reference as almost a dunk on the goal line. Maybe some pressure immediately to start this game. Not a kickoff goal, and just enough as they stay in the orange half for 20 seconds, and that block was by Wubik, who hopefully should get back to this. It does not. I don't know if we'll see this in the replay, Stewie, but I think Wubik stopped an open net here. He did, yeah, he did. He stopped Kadek's shot, and then it just goes straight in. That is the type of goal you need if you're an Outlaws fan. It doesn't matter how they went in. But now you need to solidify your defense. You need to solidify your midfield. You need to follow each other up. Don't give away stupid goals and just don't do that. don't do that.
Don't do that. Oh, please.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
God.
Are we playing defense? This looks like a Land Rising Star series. We're just playing. We're driving around, deleting people off the field. Love Rising Star, but there are some interesting series that come out of that league. I tell you what.
I mean, you say this, Steve, but as a Rising Star representative on this stream, as that fake by Nightfang just completely wrongfuls the entire Victory team. And a beautiful play from Nightfang here. The awareness to know his teammate is there and he doesn't need to touch that ball. that is the type of noise you get in once, nowhere else. As Nightfang, the MCS 1v1 main. For the first time, they have a 2-goal lead in this series. Is that it? No, Gray should have this covered. But the Victory is on the prowl. That touch by Gray looking so much better, and he has offense. As Wubik equal to that shot. But already, this first minute from the Outlaws has looked so much better, Steve.
Yes, it has. Gray towards the net, lining up 2. Double commit both players from Brainerd on the defensive side required to challenge that. I don't think they were totally required, but it took 2 of them to get it out. As great pinch down the field for Gray. Good touch from Nightfang to give him a ball possession. A big miss from Wubik. That should not have happened, and it didn't end up being a goal, and that got sketchy. Messiah looking for a 50-50 here. Kato up fast as lightning, decides to leave the ball. It's going to go off the bar. Wubik trying to follow it, can't sit on it. No boost. Literally 50 boosts combined here for Kansas City. Can they get out? Gray was the only one with anything. Nightfang still starving. Messiah off his own crossbar. Wubik open net. And that one just had to go in. I mean, you have a combined 35 boost for Kansas City. All 3 of the players. It's going to be tough to save anything.
I don't want to praise Kadek a little too much because I don't want the guy's ego to go too much further than already is.
What are you talking about?
But every time he touches the ball, he commits 2-3 players from the Outlaws team, and he looks so dangerous. The amount of almost 1v3 attempts he's had, where most of the time the Victory has follow-up, sometimes not so much. But we've said that the Victory's offensive pressure looks so much better, and that it's him. He's the reason as that beat-out. I don't know what the defender is doing. Dude, you talked about how Rising Star, some interesting things happen. Some of these challenges I'm seeing in Premier here, I don't know what this league is about. We might need to have a conversation.
Anybody gonna go here? It ends up being Wubik. You know, you question sometimes, is anybody gonna challenge the ball? That's a shot. Wubik can. Whitlock can't come by. It just hits the post. Doesn't end up being anything out of it, as that one for Gray lining up a shot. Another double commit. Wubik and Whitlock combine. Here comes Nightfang. Dropping it down for Messiah. Messiah doesn't even need to hit the ball. It's just going to roll in on its own. This looks like a different Kansas City team. They look much more aggressive, willing to go now, commit, and try and get to the ball.
Yeah, and that fake by Messiah getting the entire Victory team. I mean, I'm sure he meant that. That is just the type of play we only see in Premier.
Calculated.
Maybe. As a 2-goal lead restored, 2 minutes left. Victory still have had chances. As a beautiful highlight reel play. Wow, Stu. And he immediately cuts it back.
Off the ceiling, uses the flip. Messiah doesn't read it. It's going to bounce its way in. Makes it a 1-goal game again here with 1:49. A little time left. Maybe we see some magic, though, off the kickoff. It is Gray. Has a fake. Has a 50. Doesn't win anything. Nightfang and Messiah commit to it. So Gray, the only one back here. and is going to wait on the ball. Does beat Whitlock out. That's going to be an open net. Is able to hit the shot. Some fancy fun here in the midfield for Brainerd as they just go missing. Nobody communicates a miss. Nobody communicates a touch, and punished by the Outlaws right away.
That is something they've been missing. They've been missing any sort of capitalization on the mistakes the Victory has been making. Because as good as they've looked, they have been making mistakes. And the only reason this series has been so one-sided is because the mistakes from the Outlaw side have been so overwhelming in comparison. As now the Victory have so much work to do. 90 seconds left in this series, in this match. So, well, for them, if they win this, it is the series. As Whitlock almost gets a double on the side. Well, Greg will call off Messiah. That ball in the corner. Whitlock fakes it out. Messiah gets a double. Going to the corner of the Victory, and already 30 seconds off the clock. That bump on the goal line. There's no follow-up, and Cadillac able to get back to it as Nightfang will go missing here. The touch out mid. Messiah electing not to commit. Knows time is on his side as that beat out by Kato almost beats out the whole defense. The follow-up by Rubik not good enough. 40 seconds. The clock is ticking down as now the Outlaws just slowing down. They're not committing as hard as they've been. Especially this game. As Cadillac gets a sidewall double here, Gray will take up the control touch. Wastes so much time off the clock. Fakes it for Nightfang. Rubik able to get a dunk here, and if something is going to fall for the Victory, it has to fall now as that touch by Cadillac center. Whitlock's touch saved. Rubik, this shot has to go in. Goes for a double to the backboard, saved by Gray. 16 seconds is still possible, but it is so unlikely, Stu.
Yeah, Whitlock with a clear. Really won't amount to anything here. Last 6 seconds, that's going to be it. There's no way. With 3 seconds left, I don't know if I cursed it. I might have cursed it. But they are able to get one. Kato able to put it in with a little bit of time left. More than I think they would have thought if the ball was in the corner. Do you see any kickoff shenanigans? They double the kickoff. Whitlock is there, but Messiah has the clear all the way down the field. Can anyone help him? It is Nightfang. Kato keeps it up and has the pinch forward, but grounds it himself. That'll do it for game number 3. Kansas City have life in this series.
Yeah, they do. I still think the Victory edged out the Outlaws there for me. I mean, the Outlaws won, which is exactly what you need. It doesn't matter how the game goes, as long as you win. The Victory still look like the better team, so I think from their POV, they're not. I don't think they'd be too worried. I don't think that nothing really needs to change for them. They just gotta not get faked like that by Nightfang.
Yeah, that was gross.
That was great. Yeah, that was a beautiful shot. As the Victory did also miss a couple gill touch opportunities there to tie up the series. But for them, nothing much changes in my opinion. For the Outlaws, I mean, they looked better than they did in games 1 and 2. They won the series, but I do think they still have a lot of mistakes to clean up. A lot of room for improvement in terms of playing around each other as a team. You won a game. Hopefully that will change things. That will increase the confidence in the team, in the roster. That is your first win as a roster together. As I don't know what I was about to say. Definitely nothing bad. As Nightfang maybe is actually seeing into the future, just setting up the reverse sweep attempt, giving us the content we want and asked for.
I'm looking forward to this Utopia, this game. This could be the closeout for this Brainerd Victory team, but they are going to have to figure out how to do it, and it's going to be a rough one for sure. We'll see what ends up happening here. But you always question what we have to do to win those closeout games. They're the hardest games to win for a reason. And sometimes it really just comes down to maybe incorporating a different aspect of your game that you haven't incorporated yet, whether that be playing physical or playing a little bit more mind game. But really, you got to stay one step ahead of your opponents if you're winning a series. And and that's just to keep them out of the series, out of coming back like this Kansas City team is starting to do. First 30 seconds, the good news for Brainerd is there's no kickoff goals. But bad news for Brainerd is they committed into that corner, and they leave Whitlock in a one-on-one with Nightfang, but no booster. Nightfang has to 50 that. Gray off the sidewall hard. No read, though, for Kansas City. Messiah does lose connection of the ball, lose control of it, as Gray ends up committing to help him. Now finds midfield, Night Fang open net. Kansas City strike first again.
As the victory looking like the team that's nervous here. Whitlock just driving forward, backward, just hesitating on the backboard, on the sidewall, sorry, by himself. And Night Fang able to just get it past him again. Sorry, Gray, 2 Night Fang this time. And the Outlaws take the lead again in this matchup. As Whitlock will try and answer right back, maybe get a kickoff goal off their own. Night Fang will get a touch to the back wall. Is following it up, gets a beat out on one. Is Wubik following it up? Does that might just sneak in, and a save by Kato. I think the defender probably had it, but it might have snuck in. And I think Kato's touch was supposed to be to Wubik, but it was a little too hard. Wubik not able to react fast enough. But again, I'm gonna keep saying it. I really like what I'm seeing from the victory. So good when they're on the offensive half. The defense not so much in the last couple of games. Is that touch by Gray? Beautiful pass to Night Fang. Almost slotted. I believe that was in the side actually, as that might just go in. Night Catamak hits it off his own sidewall, as both teams playing a dangerous game, looking very, very sketchy. Every time the ball is just shot, the net just looks wide open. Opting to go for the edge, will gets a beat out on one, going for the double, does get it. Is that it? No, it's not. The follow-up not close enough to do anything about it. Catamak also going for a double top now. Reset. Almost gets a sneak in one. The defender able to get a touch good enough, as the Bremen victory pressure history making me slur my words.
Opening series for Bemidji and Des Moines over in Group A. Also in Group A, excuse me. Bemidji takes that in 4, so they start off the stage 1-0. Des Moines obviously dropping to 0-1 now, and unfortunate for them, as they've had a tough season so far. Bemidji, though, in the top 3 and willing themselves towards land. Even with 2 subs today, still going to make things work. So far, this game quietly dominated by Kansas City. Nothing really given to Brainerd. They have had no time to work. Gray looking for a sidewall double. That clear from Whitlock all the way down the field, catches the midfield. Is able to get it all the way down, and Night Fang tried to cut the play and was beaten, and Messiah did not read that.
Beautiful caster first, I love it. The victory have not been given anything this series. Immediately gets given a free goal. Greg can't hit the sidewall double. Night Fang isn't fast enough to cut it off, and the defender just cheats up too close. But that Bemidji result you just told us about, Stewie, I am very surprised and disappointed in the Des Moines ratio, because we've been hearing rumors that they won't have water later in the day today. Might miss a series or 2, and then to get beat out by Mogi and 2 challenger subs. That is pretty much their land hopes. I don't want to say
dashed.
Any hopes they had. It's just what does that do even to the confidence? As we just come back to the series, focus up. Messiah sneaks one in. Minute 30 on the clock. The Outlaws looking to set up this first sweep. Get the long day started off the right way, I would say, Stu.
Yeah, lots of Rocket League still left to go for all these teams, really. No idea.
Maybe we lost Stewie a little bit.
Did I mute myself? I mean, I'm still here, but I muted myself. I decided to mute myself to you, but not to the other people.
All right.
I'm good at that. We love that. Yes. Good save from Messiah to just give the victory the lead. The victory, the Outlaws the lead, excuse me. That one going to hit crossbar and post. Double demo from Wubik will give Kato an open net. They decided to just hunt down the players, and that's what they did. Removed them off the field, and that's a free open shot.
Yeah, and a beautiful call off by Kato to Whitlock. Even in 0 boost, able to just slot that. As this game is just primarily setting us up. 1 minute. Will we end the series? Will we go to 5? Both teams have so much to play for, because neither of them are clinched here. There are 2 teams who have clinched land. Neither of them being the Kansas City Outlaws or the Brainerd victory. As Gray, low boost hits it to the side of a whoop. I thought he was going to take a control touch, just puts it mid. Messiah will go missing. Whitlock low boost will also fake it for Wubik, who gets a beat out on one. Going for the reset low, almost gets a dunk. Catamak dunks it high, but that touch good enough for Gray and Night Fang to get it away. But the ball's still on the victory backboard, and now they're looking very, very spooked on the defense. That bump by Night Fang, relieving a little bit of pressure. Catamak will have 200 boost in the back corner here. Whitlock, I don't know what that pre-jump was. I don't know if he got bumped here. Catamak gets dunked out by Messiah here, as Whitlock will have a little bit of time. Gets pre-jumped. Night Fang. Ubik last back needs to stall time here. Alex, just give it to Night Fang. 5 seconds on the clock. Last goal wins it. Goes for the bump in Catamak. Catamak able to stop it. This boy is still up, and it is in the blue half.
Uh-oh.
That touch by Messiah to the backboard Gray. Not looking spooky at all. Absolutely calculated.
Night Fang wins the kickoff straight away and wins the corner boost. Can he get anything to go? Ubek's touch gets away from him. Double commit. Whitlock is there to clear it away, though. Bearing down on him as a defender. We're 2 players from Kansas City, but they don't get anything to go. Whitlock plays to himself. Has to get over the last man. Gray helps out Night Fang, who had no boost. Kato plays off the backboard. All of Kansas City scrambling to get a touch here. Night Fang with the clear. Has the touch forward, but again, shut down easily by the Victory. They haven't looked really pressured too much. I mean, besides Whitlock's save, it's been pretty smooth sailing. Messiah, what a stop from Ubik. Hits the crossbar and drops down. They find Gray on the infield pass. Whitlock again with the save. Again, pressure by Night Fang, trying to break through, trying to win this game. They go for the hunt, they go for the demo, but they can't get Whitlock out of the net. As Gray will have that clear to the side. And overtime still locked at one goal apiece. Double commit from 2 players from the Outlaws. They are able to escape out of it, and that got super sketchy for a second. Ubik has no boost here. Has to rely on Whitlock's arcade help. Doesn't end up getting anything. Whitlock to the midfield. And nothing in the tank for Night Fang either. Kind of just starving for some boost. Messiah will get out, but doesn't end up gaining really any ground, and it's going to float on the backboard.
And Kato looking to carry it over. That dunk by Gray is looking a bit awkward. Whitlock might get a beat out, gets a dunk. Catamak 100 boost against Night Fang on 5. Kato steals the boost, plays it to the right. Might fake this, does for Whitlock. The slot stopped by Gray, even on low boost equal to that shot. As the Victory look to tighten the noose here, Night Fang goes low, gets dunked by Catamak. Nobody else up but Kato. Puts it high to the backboard. Gray's touch good enough to stop Whitlock. Messiah on low boost just elects to just pop it out. As every touch the Victory get in this OT has looked so stretched. They look like they're not comfortable at all. As Messiah uses 200 boost to get a redirect. Oh, gets a beautiful touch. I don't know, that just rubber banded a little bit, but he did not get the connection he needed. Catamak will have 60 boost, goes high, gets pre-jumped. Why the hell not? Why would you give Kato space? As Messiah gets a follow-up 50. Gray able to beat out 1, pre-jumped by Whitlock. Nobody is up here. Night Fang goes, gets a beat out of 1, will get the boost, gets beat out by Catamak, who gets it over 1. That ball is wide to the blue corner here, and the danger slows down a little bit as both teams. Again, just one moment. That's all it takes. Kato looking awkward here. Does get a good touch. Still has boost. Gets it over another one. Last thing. Gets a shot on net. A bump maybe. Ubik last man looking stoic as he needs to get a good enough touch here to stall time. Whitlock calls off Catamak. Puts a shot on net. And Messiah gets a good enough save to the back with a pass mid to Kato. Is that shot in? No. To the backboard. Nobody on the Outlaws have boost. Night Fang just whiffing out of nowhere. Fake attempt by Whitlock trying to get his revenge from the second game, sorry. As Catamak gets dunked out by Gray. What? Messiah whistle? Oh my god, I don't know what I'm saying, Stewie. I have lost all train of thought as 3 minutes into this overtime. It could be anybody's game.
Whitlock around 1. Gray is demo. Just Night Fang and Messiah here to play offense for the Outlaws. They do a pretty good job. They get 2 players to go, but they don't get anything out of it. Ubik hits the ball down the field. Gray collects. Gets over 1, but again, Brandon, I think, should have this challenge. Night Fang is there. Yes, they do. Ubik, good first touch. Does get around that defender, Whitlock, towards the net. Trying to hunt down a player. Was Ubik, but doesn't make any contact. Kato towards net. It's going to hit the post. Just whistles wide. Ubik, 10 the series, can't get it done. Again, stopped by KC as they continue to have the answer. that one forward. That might be it. Gray, though, again has enough boost to just skip it back. Ubik on the drop down pass. Gray, monster clear down the field. Ubik is, Kato is there, place for the psycho touch, but just ends up controlling the ball, and we are crawling towards 5 minutes of overtime. And you can cut the tension with a butter knife. Ubik with a flip reset, but doesn't gain any ground off of it. Leaves Kato to beat a player out. Gets it to Whitlock. He's able to stay on it, but just whistles it wide, and Messiah is able to collect the corner. Pressure again on Kansas City here, as Nightfang is starving for some pads. His teammates need to get him some boost. As Messiah and Gray combine, Nightfang has the clear for now, but that one's going to be sky to the ceiling by Kato. Messiah, huge beat on that challenge. And looking to stay alive here is the Outlaws. Man, they are grinding on their defensive half, trying to get the ball out.
Yeah, and they've all looked low boost. Dude, this whole overtime, Ubik, beautiful shot, capitalizing on the mistake on the low boost for the Outlaws. As all three players is on negative boost here. I mean, the better team won. Beautiful shot. I mean, well played by the Outlaws. They stabilized a little bit. They have something to carry on into the other series, but the victory will take our first game of the day, Steve.
Series win for the victory, excuse me. They had a ton of shots, 18 in that last game. A lot of saves put up by this Kansas City team, but that final shot from Ubik ended up being the dagger and the winning goal. As a long series to start the day, going all the way to 4, but could have easily gone to 5 with a couple more bounces. That double demo from Ubik was huge. Gave Kato the tying goal there, and KC's going to be kicking them because they had the lead for a little bit, part of the series, but didn't end up being what they wanted it to be, and going to be left wondering what could have been if they were able to hang on. But to open the day, we've got a 3-1 win for the Brainerd Victory in their first group stage series, and we're obviously going to wait on some other group stage series to be reported, AK, because we need to update our standings, of course, and our scores. But a good opening win for Brainerd. They are able to knock Kansas City down a peg. Brainerd goes up to 1-0, joining Bemidji in their spot. Able to get it done in 4, but taking a look back at the series highlights, dominated early by Brainerd. They won the first 2 games. Kansas City started to create some pushback, though, and AK, they did a pretty good job of making this series super close down the stretch, especially that game number 3. I had no idea who was going to take that at one point. It looked like Brainerd was going to close it out, but KC dominated it. And then in the 4th game, kind of back and forth as well. Didn't look, too crazy, but solid series all the way around from all 6 players, to be honest. Nobody played really particularly terrible. Just a close series overall. And we have our first score report. Omaha has received their first loss, and they have lost to the Bloomington Maulers. And can't sleep on that Bloomington Maulers team, as they win their first group stage series by way of a 3-2 victory. Granted, Omaha got a bunch of points, but AK, it's not a bad thing if you're losing in 5, right?
No, it's quite literally the best case scenario. It is so good, because you're maximizing what you can possibly do. The only thing better is winning in 5, because winning in 5 and winning in 3 is pretty much the same thing in this format. But coming back to this series, both these teams, the outlook for them. I mean, if you're the Outlaws, that loss pretty disappointing. They stabilized, they got better as the series went on, but they still looked like a much worse team. As far as who they play next, they play the Bemidji Outlaws, Bemidji Lumberjacks, with 2 subs. So as far as a way to rebound, that is the series they need to sweep that, get some confidence going, go into the next day, and that's for the victory. They do have a little bit of a break, maybe that will cool them off, and they'll go into the next series cold or something, maybe. They do have a break. The Outlaws play the Lumberjacks. Looking forward to the progress of both these teams, as used to be, like you said. The Bloomington Maulers, a team who is fighting for their land lives here, beating the number 1 seed, was the number 2 seed, Omaha Buffalo in 5. That gives them so many points. As these standings are correct, the Maulers already guaranteed themselves 6 season points, and right now it's looking like the St. Cloud Flyers and Des Moines Ratio are the ones at the bottom of the standings. But obviously, there's still a long day of games to go. Series will continue to shift as I am looking at this sheet right now and seeing something maybe that I shouldn't be seeing, but that's I'll fix that in the back end. I'm sure we'll take a break, Stu. Last out of that.
We're gonna get to a break. Up next, Bloomington taking on Rochester. We get to see that new Bloomington roster. They just took down Omaha. So excitement, for sure, is building. But yeah, I mean, they just took down the Buffalo. And I kind of see how the goals, low scoring affair. Looks like Bloomington won their games by basically 1-0 or 2-1 or 3-2. So just outplaying that Omaha defense. But yeah, we're looking to see them against the new look Rochester Rhythm. Somewhat, but we get to see Zoms, right? W Zoms. I wish he could cast while he plays, but unfortunately that is not an option. I don't know how that would look, but yeah, we're gonna throw it to a short break, and we'll have that for you in just a bit, guys. Series number 2 coming up. Brainerd beats Kansas City in 4. We'll see if Bloomington and Rochester go to 4 East in just a bit. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a week, it's major week. What am I saying? We're not into week anything. We are into round number 2 of our group stage premiere. And Saturday afternoon Rocket League 345 series. We got to get going quick. Hopefully these guys have not already started. I did send them info, so hoping they have not gone on and played yet. I don't know, AK, if your team is playing yet. Now they're joining. What am I saying? But this next series should be fun. Your team, the Rochester Rhythm, are gonna play. And I'm just excited because they're playing against a new look Bloomington Maulers team who is going to give them a run for their money. But at the same time, this Rochester team, I don't hate how they're composed. I mean, we saw Zoms last week in Premier, did pretty darn good of getting, making things close and played pretty well. But second round of the day should be a fun one. Looking at this group stage so far, here's where we are at. This is what we have been doing. Bloomington on top of Group B, Bemidji on top of Group A, and we're early, so we're we're still not quite we're still not quite into the thick of it yet. Duluth hasn't even played a series yet, so they'll play a series this round and then we'll see them eventually. But go back to us. We got to make our predictions for this series. AK, your prediction: Bloomington on the blue side, Rochester on the orange side. Is this even a question? Am I just BSing this? Because you're not picking anybody else. Dude. You're picking the Rochester Rhythm.
I thought about maybe like drawing it out for the contents, but no. And you're also picking the rhythms too. All right, don't pretend like you don't. This is not your team at all. I mean, the same Rochester have disappointed you.
Yeah, I'm just saying, come home, Stu. Give me the Rochester Rhythm.
Come home.
I have to pick them. I have to. They got to end. They got Thermal. Thermal's been gross this season. Sam's stepping up in the lobby. I feel like they could do it. Game number 1. Here we go into this best of 5 group stage round 2. Gavalanche, Ches, and their new pickup, Mythic, who's about as mystical as they come. Haven't seen any of him. So we'll see what happens, Zoms, in this series. For Zoms, that's a demo right away. Thermal opens the scoring for the Rochester Rhythm, and a big demo on the back line as that's a scary opening goal for Rochester. They just walked down the path and completely took over the front yard.
Yeah, that was all Thermal there. I mean, you mentioned it. He has been grossed. But why do I even talk? The Bloomington Maulers get it right back, committing the new signing to Ches, and doesn't challenge. Thermal plays for the corner views, and Zom's not close enough to cover. I don't know what the Rhythm are doing there. They're just warming up. This is, I believe, their first game of the day. It is their first game of the day, so other teams have played. They haven't. The Maulers have already just come off a Game 5 against Omaha Buffalo. As End will yoink that Thermal. Why the hell not? Get the stats going. And people know Brian does a stat pattern. They don't know about End. End is a generational stat pattern as he gets that one.
Top of the list. End finds himself, last season was on Rising Star, made it to LAN with Mason Talks, and then this past season, from a mid-season pickup by you, picked him up. Zoms picks the bottom left corner. 3-1 Rhythm. They just can't be stopped. Bad touch, he misses. Mythic misses that. And the defender from the back line for Bloomington not expecting it. Zoms absolutely slots that shot. And he's doing it all right now. He can cast on Friday and he can get wins on Saturday, subbing up into Premier.
Yeah, Stu, I don't know if I'm the only one muted or you just muted the stream, but your audio did cut out again. But hopefully the Rhythm are not catfishing me. They're giving me a lot of hope. They look so good time they come on offense. That touch, Gav needs to be perfect, is not. And N is just ready to just slot it in. What is going on? This game is just the weirdest game of Rocket League I've ever seen, Stu.
Yeah. Oh, huge miss. Yeah, massive miss from Gav. That cannot happen. Open net though for Rhythm. And I thought this would be a team, AK, that is kind of weird. You know, they don't really. I don't know if this combination of players has ever been on the field together, but they look like Carmine Corp at the moment. They literally cannot do anything wrong here, as Zoms and Thermal continue to have a huge impact so far in this first game. And End really, I have to commend End on him as a player, can pretty much play with anybody. I mean, the guy has a play style that for some reason, no matter who you put with him on the field, he's gonna make it work.
Yeah, that is exactly right. I mean, I usually just do. I drafted him last season. I got him again this season. Didn't get him from the start, you know. I mean, things happen in between, but I got him home where he belongs. He hasn't been playing the game as much as he has been, but forget End. I got Zoms, I got Thermal, my two best players on the franchise showing out here as Mythic will look to get one back, passes Gav. Thermal with a beautiful cutout, passes it mid. Who's there? It's still Thermal, gives it to End. That backboard touch, Gav is gonna miss again. Okay, this time doesn't miss. I lied. Zoms, we're gonna beat out him. That is an opening. Chaz gets a touch to the backboard and looking for the dunk as the Mauler is looking to get away with one.
We're kind of glad that I'm glad Clash is AFK and not responding to me, because he would not want to be watching this series. Bloomington is getting absolutely run through by this Rochester team. They will not let them out. It is continually sitting in this blue half the entire time here. And End last season's MVP, season 10, was the best player all season, stats-wise and overall impact-wise. His team top of the leaderboard for a lot of the statistical categories and throughout the season points-wise. Got to land, were shut down by this Bloomington Maulers team. Completely different roster, comprised of none of these players, as looking for some revenge here, and he's well on the warpath to do so. And shout out Zoms playing a heck of a game to start this series. Gavalanche, though, will make it interesting with now a 2-goal swing here possible for the Maulers. As a huge reset from Chaz. Good pass.
Wow, that is not something I expect from Chaz here.
You don't think Chaz is mechanical? Anybody can be mechanical,
no,
AK. I mean, it can happen at any point. I'm telling you, man.
That's the thing, too.
These people will pull it out at any point. They'll do it.
So yeah, I don't know much about him, and also I just watched the Brainerd victory in the Kansas City Outlaws, so I am not expecting much from him.
Oh my god, dude, this is already more mechanical than the last match. If we played the last match 5 times, this match would be more mechanical once. I mean, I'm telling you, those guys, I'm not saying they're boring, but man, do they not go for anything. I mean, it's for the most part, I mean, Kato at least tries to go for something, but I mean, they're playing just good, solid, fundamental rock. You know, they're you can't fault them for it. They win games, but this will get interesting for a second here. That's a follow-up, huge save from Thermal, as N got bumped off of that touch on the backboard. Ches will lose that challenge to Thermal, and you're just sitting here, kind of, you know, you're nervous. You're afraid that one of these times it's going to be a big mistake, and it's going to be a goal.
If you check the cams, I do believe Thermal has joined the cam. If you want to connect.
Oh, does he? Oh, cool. Here, let me throw him in there.
It's definitely.
Oh, it's Thermal. Here, let's throw him in there.
But yeah, I am definitely rocking back
V.
and forth in my chair here. As 15 seconds, Gav looking to get one back, maybe a ending for the Rhythm of pass mid to Mythic. Yes, it does go in 10 seconds. The Rhythm just have to hold out, and that is 2 points guaranteed for the season. Just one step at a time, guys. As Thermal and Zoms unfortunately not able to do anything about it. That is not
Thermal. That's you. You're casting right now, and you're also on cam. What are you doing?
As Thermal gets that touchdown, 6-second gap again goes missing. This is the most I've seen Gavalanche miss the ball as End will drop it, maybe get one for the road. Average End Endeavor moment, stat pad sesh, like literally a classic steal.
Game 1 will go to the Rhythm. They put a 5 over Bloomington. 3 goals, only scored by the Maulers. As this looks like everything I was expecting this Rhythm team to be. Just playing out of their minds, not giving a single F in the world. As, man, that was a rough game 1 for Bloomington defensively. It feels like they never got set up. Like they're completely just removed off the field. I mean, but really, heck of a job by this Bloomington team on offense to keep it close. But man, Rochester just ran them over at the most important parts of the game. As we're going to go to Utopia, and should be a fun one. Utopia Forbidden Temple, excuse me. As it should be a fun one. Game number 2 will load on in just a second. And AK, you're still going to be on the cams if you don't leave that. So you're just wanting to be on the cams at this point.
We might as well. I am like shaking, nervous, like rocking back and forth in my chair. So might as well
You
let
look
the
like
viewers
you're
enjoy
playing.
the content.
You look like you're playing
boy.
at this point, and I'm not surprised. You know, like I'm surprised you're not subbing today. I mean, they got to call on the guy. They need the coach. They need coach.
It might
It's
be
all left
time
in Bill
to-
Belichick's hands.
It might be time to change the MCS rules to allow GMs to just sub regardless of if they're playing or not. It's time. It's
Yeah,
time.
we would not want that because everybody would be a GM.
All right.
The one
yeah,
time
you're
I
not
was
wrong.
the one time I
You're
was
not
GM,
wrong.
I had to first pick myself in Premiere. I hadn't been even drafted in Premiere yet. Never again. Never again. It's not happening. It's not happening. Not doing it. No, thank you. I will stick to being drafted, or just doing my thing as.
Given the plans I have, Stevie, I might need you to be a GM as Thermal will be low boost. Beautiful shot by Gavalanche. Immediately slaughtered. Does not give the defense a chance. And the Maulers have their first lead of the series. And first minute of this game, I would say the Rhythm have had more opportunities to score, but that is Rocket League, Stu. You don't take your chances. One opportunity for the other team, and they just got it.
It looks like you're. It looks like you're giving comms to Zombs. Like you're talking to him right now. You're saying, oh, my bad, guys. I missed that ball.
Fun fact, when I joined that video, Stu, apparently I was unmuted for the first.
I know, and he
first,
could
like,
hear
10
you.
Seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I apparently screamed in his ear. So, all right.
Did he DM you after asking you why
Yeah.
you joined the video?
No, he just told me I screamed in his ear to stop. But yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I
like
told him
that.
I manifested the win for them as Thermal will get a beat out on Gab. Mythic low boost last back. If a goal's gonna come for the Rhythm, it has to come here. But all three commit to the corner and nobody stays mid. Zoms will take it to the backboard. Gets cut out by Thermal. Gab still low boost back. Zoms taking a pop shot mid. Nothing comes of it. Gav again misses the boost. It is still there if he wants to go back. Go
Uh-oh.
back, but don't
get
go on
it.
offense. Just play in your net as Thermal will put it on net. Zoms staying in the corner, leaves it for End Rocket, almost slots that as Thermal should have infinite time to get to this ball to the backboard as my phone is ringing for touchdown reason.
Did you say
that
End
real quick.
Rocket?
It is End Rocket.
That is End Rocket League. Endeavor Rocket League, right there. That's him. He just bumped his teammate off the ball and then hit the ball to the side. And a demo comes out for Bloomington and an open net for Mythic. And if he misses that, we have a problem. You should put the phone up to your ear and see what happens. Start talking to people over casting. See what they do. See how they react.
Yeah.
I might join the blue side just to see what happens.
You know what? Might as well.
Might not be a bad idea. Even though
And
I
they
didn't
have
pick
no
Bloomington
cans,
to
so-
win, so technically I can't do that because I didn't pick them to win. So
Join End Scam and then why not?
yeah,
full
I'll
set for Rochester
be on the rhythm. I'll be on the rhythm.
Let's have some fun here. That is what we do. As the Rhythm 2 goes down, 2 minutes left. They still have time, but so far this game they have looked lethargic, nothing like they were in the first game. As End low boost just passes it over to Gab, who will slow play it at round 1. No mid. as Ches did go for a demo, gets demoed himself, as End will get dusted by Mythic. Check his PC. This guy is just, please ban him. I beg. My phone is still ringing. As the Rochester Rhythm clock is just dying out, and they need something, a redirect by Thermal to end here. 1v1 with Gavalanche. Give it to me! And Gav, player known for his one prowess, as Zombs almost sneaks it in, and the Rhythm starts up here. Maybe a little too late, but that touch, Mythic still able to get back to it. I am very surprised. Does he just go chasing the demo? Gav, Zombs is also a ones player. Gav does not know this, and he gets shot down immediately. Zombs and Thermal will double as the clock, 2 minutes already gone since the last time I mentioned the. And every time, every touch from the Mauler is just wasting so much time off the clock. Thermal needs to get a good touch here. It does. As End played upfield to get a boost, stays on the ball, will get met by nobody midfield. That pass mid got out by Gavalanche, who's just sitting in net. Cringe. Go touch some grass, buddy. Come on. What are we doing here? As this might be an opening, please. No, 50 seconds, and the Rhythm needs something here. As Thermal low boost will get a pinch down mid. Mythic, you're slow. No, you're not. This guy's actually hacked.
I'm literally not even.
As he does go missing.
I'm not even saying anything. I don't need to.
Oh, no.
You're just crashing out over your team not being able to score. If only Timmy was here. Timmy, where you at, man? Look, I joined the team. Hi, team.
Party, man.
Go ahead. Hold on. Let me lock in like Endis.
No?
Oh, never mind. Let me hold my hand like. Have you seen there's a Rocket League player that plays with his controller above the desk and like sits there like this?
Psychotic.
It is literally psychotic. It is. Imagine playing like this. I couldn't do it. There's no way. Another goal for Ches. Able to get the fourth one on the board. Yeah, and this is a blowout so
We
far.
just move on. Go next. GG's.
Yeah, go next. Jeez. Just whatever. They got 4. We'll get the series, boys. As
I don't know if it's overconfidence too, but it just felt like we were overextending to everything and not anything at the same time. I don't know how that's possible. And we'll try and get one for the road, the classic end stage batch. I will not be in the dying embers of this matchup. That ball mid by Zombs. Thermal unable to get that dunk as Gav looking for one of his own. Bakes it for Ches, who cannot put it on. Thank God. That miss will come back to haunt you. You will lose the series. I hope.
Bloomington takes game 2 as we go to the illustrious 10-year anniversary DFH for game number 3. Who will win game 3? I don't know. I think I'm leaning towards the Rhythm. They gotta have a bounce back game here. As yeah, you can slowly see me and AK crash out more and more as Rochester fails to score a goal in that game. What the heck happened, boys? Don't know. Don't care. As you and I casted this series while also being on cam, so shout out to us. Absolutely diabolical that somebody would hold the controller like that. But we go into game number 3 with a tied series at 1 game apiece. Can the Rhythm get going here? I think they can. We gotta put faith. We need a Rhythm chant, and if we don't get one, we're gonna ban everybody. Ban them all.
Getting a Rhythm chance. Online nada kickoff. Oh, please, God almighty. As Mythic will put that to the backboard. Zombs ready for a Gav who get shut down by my challenger player. Sorry.
By my rising star player, Zombs.
He did get drafted rising star. That double commit a little dangerous. Should be fine. Thermal can't get it, but End Rocket is ready for the Rhythm all low boost. But so is Mythic. Tries getting a pass to. I don't know who that is. But that's how irrelevant you are. I don't know. Hard you suck. As Gavalanche takes it up high, Zombs on the backboard. Get the touch, shut down by Zombie. Gavalanche, get out of my lobby, buddy. I'll be honest, Gav, me and you had an the series, so don't lie to me. Live up to it. Do not score a double on me. Thermal is ready. Never mind. Shut down by Thermal. Blocked by Braun. Blocked by James. Blocked by Thermal and Zombs as End Rocket pass from Thermal almost gets a double. As the Mauler's already looking scared. There might be 2 players on who's on the back line. Thermal sitting in net. A miss coming out from Ches. As I told you, buddy, you're not that guy. Also, just if these players watch it back, guys, I should say with MGM, you know, everything is true. That. Way to God. I swear I like you all.
We're just surviving at this point.
Seriously.
Oh, huge beat from Zoms. Nice Zoms. Thermal missed it. Here comes End. Give her one more touch. Doesn't really get anything. Ches just sitting on the ball with 100 boost. And Mythic with the clear.
Oh my God.
As that touch will go down, Ches has the redirect, and that one's going to be saved by Zombie Mommy. As
I can see that's crazy. I didn't say that. Like, I don't know what we're doing right now.
Dub from End is on target. Gav, get out of here, buddy. Go touch some grass outside off the backboard. Zoms will not get it. Ches could have been a better touch, but End Rocket will shut it down in the midfield. 3 minutes left to go here. A lot of time. Thermal. Can he be ice cold here in this series? As End with a great first touch. Able to get back to it. Looks for a double. He's not able to stay on though. Thermal. Tasked with challenging. Does rise to the occasion and get the ball out. Can we live in the blue half for a little bit longer here, Rochester? It's looking likely. Zoms committed into the corner. And just beaten by Gavalanche to that ball. If he did get that beat, would have been huge here. Gav downfield. Zoms, the rising star phenom, now finding himself in Premier, subbing up and making it work.
Yes, dude, I'm going to need Thermal to slow down a tiny bit. He's just throwing the ball away, and that goal coming in for Gavalanche just gets a freebie from the rhythm just giving. And also a bit low boost this whole game. Missing the ball sometimes as... Ay. Still, I have my heart in my mouth. I
don't know, man.
I
I was yawning after that because it didn't feel real. Duluth. Duluth has picked up their first win. They take out Des Moines in 5. Des Moines now down to 0-2, having a rough start, but able to pick up some points. But picking up their first win are the Superiors, who get that victory. There's a good win for them to open. Close game 5, though. And this series, so far, pretty darn close as well. Thermal around 1. Around 2. Zoms, what can he do? Fakes out the touch. Doesn't fake out Gav, though. Gav knew Zoms was missing that because he's a fraud. As that one's going to go off target. Mythic going to commit to it, and it doesn't have a ton of boost to work with here. Going to have to figure something out. As he's going to make it work. What a flick. Does find Thermal. Thermal around Mythic. That one's on target. Yes! What a pass from End Rocket.
I don't know how to explain his feelings too, but I might throw up in my mouth. Like,
why?
This
are you
is
sick?
So nerve-wracking. I'm not. Even
You're
on the
so
pitch.
nervous.
No,
why are you so
I'm not
nervous?
sick.
Why are we
felt the
casting
exact
from the
same.
player camps? What are we doing?
I felt the exact same when Rising Star was in round 5. The exact same when Chow. I just don't know. Stu, please don't go in.
Were
like
you that nervous when you played on LAN in Season 8?
No, actually, I wasn't. I actually wasn't.
You know,
I
you
don't
looked
know.
cool as a cucumber at that time. I questioned whether you were real. Like, I thought you were like a... oh, do it. Woo. I questioned whether you were like a wax figure that they, like, somebody made and then put on the stage. You were just sitting still the whole time, like, didn't even move. Oh, we got to find a clip of you from Season 8. Oh, and rocket towards net! Yes, baby! I scored! That's me! That's me. See? It says it right here. Up here. That's me. I scored.
Well
30
done.
seconds
We
left.
love that.
Zoms, fist bump me, Zoms. Fist bump me.
I got you. Got you, Stu. Here you go.
Fist bump me. Let's go. Big dubs, right? 28
30
seconds.
We just need to not miss the ball, Stu. And please just go in. Why not? Just give me one more time. One more.
Oh, please.
Maybe a double commit. This is looking spooky. Zoms just staying. Beautiful touch. Keeps it in the corner. Keeps driving at it. Thermal. 8 time off the clock and does not care about staying back. He wants another goal.
He wants more
And
points.
this guy,
And
buddy,
rocket.
just go back to the net, man, and secure the game, please.
Go get the
like,
points.
What are we doing?
Go get the points in. Go for the ball. Thermal towards
I will-
net. That one's going to bounce up. Ches. Oh, please don't do it. Oh, it's going to bounce.
Please.
Yes. Rhythm 1 game away from a series win over Bloomington and a possible giant upset. as they take game number 3 emphatically 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say this during the series, but I didn't want to manifest a loss. But as far as a loss, Stu, I mean, winning 2 games, that is good enough. If you're gonna lose. Just don't get swept. Don't go 3-1. Maximize the points. But that doesn't matter because Bloomington is one of our primary contenders for getting eliminated both at a major and at a last. So taking them down in 4 here is exactly what we need. Stop their points. Maximize ours. Enjoy the cams. Rhythm, please don't take this to 5. We don't need to do that. There's no content in that. There's no content to me having a heart attack on. It's just not.
I'm not sure, you know. I don't know. I don't know what to think, you know. I just don't have the brain for this at the moment. Sorry.
Okay, Stu. I do. I'm locked in. I may not speak during the series itself because I actually have puke in my mouth because it is so nerve-wracking.
You're throwing
if the
up?
Rhythm go 4 goals up, if the Rhythm go 4 goals up in the first minute, I will talk as much as I can. But until then, I gotta know. Okay? See, I don't know what I'm watching. What are we trying to do here, Stu? Okay, alright. As this game 4 underway and Rhythm winning the off, that thought early aggression showed them who's boss. Gavalanche finally doesn't miss the ball. As he will come back to missing again. Chez dunked in the corner, Thermal with boost, puts to the backboard. Gav takes control, gets a beat out over his arms, but end is full boost, going to the sidewall, beats out on 1v1. Chez, 0 boost. Why is this so far down in the corner? I thought it's fine. The opportunity dies down, but the Rhythm is still on the attack. That dunk coming through from Thermal might have a shot on net. Passes it mid zone, diving almost connects as Thermal, as last man does miss out, but Zom slows it down. The genius that is inside the minds of Zom. Stewie said. I didn't say that. Stewie said that. It's not even a Rochester Rhythm fanboy blazing. It's just Stewie being Stewie. As end, we'll put it back on the offensive half. Stewie, it would really help him. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for going full screen.
You don't need full screen. You can't. You don't need to see the game.
Thermal
Your team's gonna lose this series either way. Why does it matter if it's full screen or done half screen?
I just want to say before I forget my point here, N scares me so much. Because he's so good and he's so used to playing in like quote unquote good lobbies. He's just driving forward as he...
Is this even Rocket League? Like, are we even playing? Are you gonna make it? Are you gonna throw up or? He doesn't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. I'd rather just let you guys listen to the dulcet sounds of Rocket League because I mean, there are so many sounds: the boosts, the bounces, the goals, the 50-50s, the flips, the car noises, the brr, brr, that. If you're Bubbly Reaper, it sounds like a muscle car. And if you're me, it just sounds like a normal car. If you're some psycho, it sounds like a helicopter. I remember when people back in the day that helicopter noise came out, that's all anybody ever ran. You were playing the game, and what was wrecked about it was at first when they originally introduced it, it was way too loud. So when you were playing against some dude with a helicopter noise, it was the whole time. Literally couldn't even focus. As bump comes out from end, almost a goal. Thermal will keep it in. It's okay, AK. They're surviving. And Rocket, look at him. He's a goat. Watch him. Watch him go. Look at him go. Zoms will keep it in. Thermal's there. Mythic last back. Awkward. Let's have the help from Zoms. Thermal tries to give him some more help. Chez chasing a demo on End Rocket, but End's able to get it away. One touch to the sidewall. Zoms towards the net down the field. Good clear. Doesn't end up getting anything. Thermal. The sidewall. Just going to sit on the ball. 50-50. That one's going to pop up. Mythic downfield for Gav. Shut down by End. Zoms can't commit to this. Mythic's touch does go backwards. Open net though. Gav demo thermal. And yeah. AK, are you with us?
Kinda, not really. I don't know what's happening. But it's okay. There's a minute
It's a
44
close
left.
game. There's a lot of time. I mean, it could be worse.
I mean, Stu, you know, it is the content franchise. I'm out here streaming every other day. The Rising Star team went to 5 on Thursday. Challenger team went to round 5 of Swiss on Friday. And the Prem team is just, you know, trying to match it. Give the people some content. As we have missed multiple open nets and we'll get a dunk on one. Ches last back. Beautiful touch from him, and Zoms needs to be careful. His last back. We'll get both boosts as Ches will maintain control. And Zoms has really impressed me. I know we're losing right now, but Zoms looks really, really solid for what he is. But Thermal needs to wake up. Where is my 1900? That is what he told me. So show up, buddy. Where are you at? He saw me. He's feeling confident. He saw me. The team looks good and is feeling good. Don't tell me. Show me, and let's stop giving away. I'm actually gonna make a car. What are we doing here?
Are you crying?
No, it's just Rocket League. Why
It's
would I
going to game 5. I mean, you could still win it in the 5th game, but 51 seconds is not going to help you. Your team has to basically find the greatest comeback in MCS history. Maybe they can get it done. And towards net. And nope, game over. Zoms shakes his head. Says, sorry, my bad. Didn't mean to miss that one. As this one down to 30 seconds now. And it's completely unhinged right now.
It actually is. Like, that is the right word.
Can the rhythm get anything going here with 15 seconds left? And we'll just hit that one down the field. Thermal lining up a double, and that one's not on target. And towards net, and Rocket. 10 seconds left. Can they get anything done? Hopefully.
Classic end, last 20 seconds stat pad goal. It's okay. I mean, if you score 2 more, I have stat pad all the way, buddy. Please. As you know, Sui, that is what we call a momentum goal. We gave hope to the Mars. We took them to round 5, and now we're gonna kill them as a kickoff strike.
I don't know, man. You just kind of just sit here and just let it rest. Just let it rest.
Laughing it off. I mean, hey, the vibes are pretty immaculate right now. So I mean, they're not in their heads. Game 5 for the content, for the people. Bloomington will not win in 5. Newt, stop. As Gav, maybe we'll get one for the road. Does not. And it was Gavalanche tweaking in game 1, and now this game it was N just skitzing out.
Skitzing
Game
out.
5.
That is crazy work.
Hey, I mean, yeah, that is better than the word I wanted to initially use. Bloomington Marlins will win that 4-1, take us to 5 as they beat the Omaha Buffalo in 5. So today, I mean, they're looking to maximize their points for the day and guarantee themselves a berth at LAN. As I don't see other scores coming in, so far, the Marlins are doing exactly what they need to do to make LAN. I don't like what you're doing. The people can't see it, but I can. Leave me alone. All right.
This is where we're at.
All right. See, if you did that, okay, you see, they can still see me up here. That's me. There you go.
Broad alert.
If you did this when we lost, Sue, then maybe. But we haven't lost, so.
Well, you're
we'll be back.
close. You're probably gonna lose.
No. I mean, we're just
Wouldn't
as
be
close as
surprised.
Maulers. Hey, at least I'm not the GM and just didn't sleep through the day.
Yeah, it could be worse.
I hope Clash is dreaming about me.
Looks like Kansas City taking down Bemidji in 5. Huge win for KC as they're back up to 1-1. Bemidji drops to 1-1 as well, but some points gained for the Lumberloons. As interesting or points gained for the Outlaws, excuse me, not the Lumberjacks. But this series is going all the way to 5. We'll see who can take it in game 5. Rochester with the early opening pressure. That one going to pop mid. Ches is able to hit it around, and Ches kind of playing out of his mind in this series so far. Has completely shut down End Rocket, who has no boost here on the rotation back. Sam's able to sit on that ball and it, yeah, reverse into your net, buddy, because you are going to need to make some saves. And does exactly that. Call him Uncle End, holding down the back line. Woo!
Yes, Kevin, bad boy. Like, what do you even say to that? So, like, is that lucky? Is that? I mean, it was so lucky that it was so lucky that it didn't go in initially. Then, like, just end own goal like that. That's just, like, what do you do about that? Oh,
that's your first round pick right there. That's some high quality rock being played by old N Rocket. Oh, Zoms, we need to hit a shot, buddy. And
it's right here.
Oh, hit it higher. I could have hit that with my eyes closed, and I didn't even make it out of Swiss. Oh, I told myself I wouldn't talk about that.
They need Gavalanche to go back to his game 1 self and stop missing the ball again. Mythic miss it, does not. Thermal will have an uncontested ball, just pops it mid, and wasting boost to go for a side roll that amounts to absolutely nothing, and now I am getting upset. Time to roast these nerds until they do something. That shot from End almost being exactly what I need. Thermal boost. Very dangerous position here. Zoms. Same quarter of the pitch. They still stay there. Zoms will leave that Chez's touch for Gavalanche and full boost in the air. Is it, I mean, good enough. It's not straight in your net. Too soon. As Gavalanche will miss this. As a triple commit. Why are they? I can't even speak. 2 minutes 30 left. Please just don't make this our season here as End Rocket. Give me 5. Just passes it to Mythic. Why the hell not? A zombie with a good dunk. That opportunity seems to die out as Gavalanche against End Rocket 1v1. Gav just elects to pop it and ready with Ches looking like prime LeBron right now. When did he learn to play rock? This might be Ghosty in disguise. Brick wall in this. Check him PC. Is it actually him playing? I don't. As End will have to go all the way back. His neck does get pre-jumped, able to get a beat up. Beats out 1.
Somebody check his PC.
Thank the Lord.
Somebody
Please.
check his PC. Is it him
needs
playing?
To get a touch on this. A double commit. And still able to get it mid. Thermal up. Does get beat out. I mean, the touch good enough to just stay midfield. And that touch to End Rocket. Back to Zoms. Almost Gav. Low boost. Let's get a touch out. And a beautiful doink by Ches. And the touches by the Mauler is just too perfect right now as End will go reset. Not good enough. Try again. As Chaz will just pop that mid as that almost just sneaks into the net. It just looks so dangerous for us. Just miss it, please, for once. That is all we need as End. Yes! No, Zoms! Yes!
Is there!
Yes! Yes! That is my boy. That is my franchise player. Look at that hair. Look at that composure. Look at that headset. That is exactly who we need when we need it the most. Ties it up. A minute left. One more goal. Zoms is the guy who loves his kickoff. I gotta tell you, Steve.
You are completely unhinged. You have lost it. You have completely lost it. Oh, please, God, no. Oh, no.
No!
Come on! Oh, we've been playing Rocket League. Oh, I didn't even notice.
Psalms.
Do it, Sobs. Do it, Sobs.
No, get. I almost said some bad words. Please, oh no, just go away, man. Just miss the ball for one spot. That is mostly mid. They're all awkward and missing. Thermal misses no! No, how? As the ball is still up here, Gavalanche and Mythic just faking it, making it awkward. As Zombs is touch not the best. Maintains control, flicks it mid. And Rocket.
Thermal's there. Thermal's there.
And a double commit miss. And the rhythm go down.
In 5. R.I.P. to the rhythm. Well, they tried. This goal from End is going to kill you. Yeah, that's about all you can say, you know. Well, we tried. Knights beat the Buffalo in 5.
My DoorDash order is here. I'll be back.
He's got lunch. Well, I'll let you guys listen to this for a couple seconds as I set everything up for the next series. So, yeah. Bloomington 1. There we go.
Alright, Stewie, I'm no longer sad. I got food. I'm happy.
You got lunch? Nice, bro.
I don't even know if I have an appetite.
That's
but,
good
it's
stuff.
Okay. Thank you, and Rocket, for ruining my appetite. Bless
Thank
your
you,
heart.
and Rocket, for ruining your appetite. Oh, it could be worse.
Could be worse. Could be worse. Not wrong.
It's been a long day so far. You're not going to want to watch these series highlights.
Can we just skip through them and just go straight to them?
Yeah, we could here.
You need to watch these? No one wants to see these, right? Like, it's...
Nobody wants to see these. No, nobody wants to see these. Yeah, fraud on the left side there. That guy's a fraud. Fraudulent. Sorry.
All right.
Fine, I'll take it away. Yeah, that's what I look like normally. All right, coming up next.
I mean, I feel like Clash like actually just like did this on purpose. He just slept through that so he could have me cast that. Like that is.
I feel like he did.
Yeah.
I have to think that he did, but
I just lost my entire appetite. I'm not even kidding. But we will be right back after this break with some more MCS action. Rush Through Them is not playing, so we will actually be casting. We will actually be locked in. There won't be any heart attacks on stream.
I hope so.
I hope, yeah. I hope.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope we'll be locked in because the next one's going to be a fun one. You have got the Omaha Buffalo coming off a loss to Green Bay, taking on the St. Cloud Flyers. Don't go anywhere. We'll have more shenanigans coming up in a bit.
call. Leave a message and I'll call you back.
I can't get you to focus. I just need to know your motives. You already know I'm broken. It's like you never noticed. You're stuck in hypnosis. I'm stuck feeling hopeless. I watch you getting drunk on us whilst I sit here sober. I feel so alone, even when I'm with you. That's why I wanna get away, but you ask me to stay, and I can't say no. I can't say no to you. That's why I wanna get away, but you ask me to stay, and I can't say no. I can't say no to you. I can't say no. I just can't say no.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I kicked AK out. I picked up Zoms. Yes, Zoms, that is my player cam for now. Not quite. I got rid of it. But Zoms, we've got a series here, Omaha and St. Cloud. I don't know if Omaha is playing with their full roster for this series. I'm pretty sure that their full roster just got off. I'm not sure. But they are here. So we're going to play. I guess that's our plan.
Yeah.
And you just came off of a series, Game 5. Didn't go your way. But into the third round, you guys ended up losing to Bloomington in Game 5. It was a close series. This next series, I'm hoping it'll be a close series. And should be exciting. Here's how our group stage is going so far. Bloomington and Green Bay on top of Group B. They just took down Omaha. Green Bay did. Brainerd and Duluth on top of Group A. And Des Moines and St. Cloud having a rough time so far. We'll see what ends up happening here, but we got to make our predictions. Zoms, Omaha on the blue side, St. Cloud on the orange side. Who you got?
I mean, it's going to be hard for me to predict Omaha, who don't have many of their original roster. I think just who was the original roster on this? I don't even know.
Gatman, Volt, and
so I think I will be voting on the side of St. Cloud Flyers, but without any waiting. I think they're ready to get in here without any predictions. But I will be voting on the side of the St. Cloud Flyers. This is the team that's been on the come up lately, and I think they've been playing pretty well with their recent roster changes. But I rate this team. I think they're going to go far in this tourney, and I think they got a fair shot, especially playing against the Buffalo team, who is quite hindered.
And looks like Swish and Blaudat jumping in here. No Volt Destroyer, no Fluffy. They potentially, I think, had to leave, go somewhere. No idea what their plan is, but you have Gootmoon is Gatman, Swish, and Blaudat. 2 players from their challenger team, more than capable of playing in Premier. Fusion Bleach, Wolf, and Pink is their sub up. So far, have not done great this group stage. Pink, though, with the opening goal. And this is, really St. Cloud's chance to get back in this group stage. Start scoring some goals and start playing some better Rocket League than they have so far.
Yeah, it's, they got a long road to climb, and this is their last chance to get some points, so you got to start getting some wins. Not playing against a team with 2 players subbed out. I mean, yes, you have 1 subbed out yourself, but this is definitely a series that you got to win for the Flyers. And I mean, they are starting off pretty hot here with a 1-goal lead. Wolf is trying to center this ball, but he gets cleared out by Swish over to Gatman, who's trying to fire on net, but just does not have resources to get to that one. Swish goes faking and leaving it for Blaudat, who's creeping up a little bit. Double commit comes through between him and Gatman. Wolf's going to take advantage by flying down the other end of the field. Can't quite get the shot off. Swish is better to it to read that. Banks it down the entire length. The pitch, another miss comes out, but somehow Swish just was not able to react to it, and that one goes wide.
Big clear for Wolf and Pink that found it. Fusion Bleach touch forward, doesn't really gain anything. Recent retirement of Calster for St. Cloud requires them to use the challenger sub today. They didn't pick up anybody in time, and all their problems could have been solved I was available on that draft board and premiere night.
Oh,
All your problems could have been solved right there. But, yeah, it'll be an interesting series for sure. Opening goal so far to St. Cloud. So far, Omaha's had a couple of close chances. Here, Swish on the catch has a ton of goals in Challenger. One of only 5 players with 50 or more goals this season in Challenger. I obviously am in that category along with Swish, and Rob, his teammate, is pretty close to it too. Those two score a lot of goals and have so far. Reason why they're one of the top teams in Challenger. And we'll see what him and Bloodak can do here in this series. Pink to the backboard, looking for a double, drops it down. Here comes Wolf and Fusion Bleach, but nobody gets anything out of that. As Omaha putting on a couple testing shots, but they really haven't been able to break through just yet. We'll see if they can. Here's Pink to the backboard. Had an open net to shoot at. Decides to just clang the backboard, and that probably should have been a 2-0 lead for St. Cloud.
yeah, maybe coulda, shoulda, woulda, but gotta start. Maybe looking for that 2-goal lead once again, and Pink will just make it look easy. This is the sub up, brings it to the sidewall, and just strolls it into the top left corner. Gets it past one, Gatman left all alone, and Pink uses that little bit of his corner just to chip that one to the back of the net. And, although missing out on that 2-goal lead before, definitely securing it the second time around.
Yeah, and Pink, a player I've known for a while, is capable of playing at this level, just needs the correct teammates around him. Fusion Bleach, a player that really can, in my opinion, play with anybody, similar to End in that, kind of works with a lot of different roster combinations. But it'll be interesting to see what we get here. Bladat towards net, that one off the bar. Swish it missing. Here comes Gatman, he's last back, he'll wait. As that one will be a shot on target from Fusion Bleach. Yeah, we go to his corpse because he's not even there to make that to make that goal look any prettier than it was. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, it's a nice shot from the midfield. Gatman can't quite get back to it, and his dying wish was to get that through to the back of the net, and he does. Up 3 now, and all they really got to do now is cruise on to victory. Bladat's looking to have some retaliation, but does get shut down in the midfield. Pink's up again. Gatman has got that save. Wolf flying up high. Cut down by Swish. Midfield path for Blod, but Pink is able to just disrupt him enough to shut it down. Fusion, no 50-50 comes through, and it's a little dangerous, but St. Cloud Flyers more than capable to dig themselves out of this hole.
Yeah, good dunk here. Wolf able to follow up on the play. Hopefully audio sounds better. It tends to happen when I share my screen on Discord, so Discord just hates me as far as audio goes. It's just funny because it's an audio app. But 50 seconds. St. Cloud up by 3. Into that corner goes Wolf. Will steal the corner boost. And this is not good for Omaha. They, starting this game in this series, down 0-3. Lost last series to Game 5 to Green Bay. And that put them farther down the board in this group. And it's not good because they, even though they're number 1 in the league right now, technically standings-wise, they're not going to be number 1 after this if they don't find a way to win this series. Otherwise, they could be eliminated from contention, and points can change in an instant with how many points we're giving out. So, not a good look for Omaha if they want to get to land. They need to find a way to win this, but not looking likely here. Game 1 goes to St. Cloud.
Yeah, Game 1 all but over here. Well played for the St. Cloud Flyers. Got to keep this up. Don't want any chance to sneak their way into the top 8. I think right now, they're sitting at a pretty 7, I believe. I could be wrong. So every win for the Flyers is unbelievably important. I know for the Rochester Rhythm, they are probably hate watching the Flyers because we're in a race with them to compete for land. But Buffalo, I think they're... What seed are they going into this? Do you know? Are they
number 1? They were the 1. They were the 1 seed, yeah.
So they really don't have much pressure on them. So they're just kind of chilling. Is there even a chance that they don't qualify?
I'm not sure on that. That's a great question that probably could be answered eventually, but
yeah. So they might just be playing like they just have no nerves right now. They are just playing the game to have fun. Which, I mean, for a series like this, mentally could be really good because you're not stressing to get the win. While Flyers, if they start to have this series slip even a little bit, and they end up losing, they pretty much know it's like really, really bad for them. So mentally, I think the edge is towards Buffalo, but right now the Flyers, they're just packing too heavy of a punch. They're just wailing down on Buffalo, and it's really difficult. They're having a really hard time to fight back, not even getting a goal that game, let alone chances. I mean, they've had a few chances here and there, but nothing concrete enough to get through that last man. But we'll see if they can change things around here in game 2.
I have faith. I feel like Swish and Blodek can make something work. Here's Gatman. Tries to get by Wolf. Wolf will make that stop. Pink to the sidewall with that forward. Demo on Blodat, so he's not going to have really any boost to work with here. As he'll be stuck on respawn in the back half. Wolf. Flip reset maybe. Fusion Bleach committed with him. Pink to that sidewall. Does go missing. Clear comes down the field. Here's Scatman trying to find Swish midfield. Bloodeye no boost, but is able to stay on the ball. Swish will collect into that corner, trying to press forward and give them some sort of chance here. As huge save from St. Cloud, able to keep that one out. Wolf forward 50. Swish will win that and keep it. Finds Gatman midfield, but Gatman does not get the touch he wants.
It's a nice extended pressure play temporarily, but finally, St. Cloud Flyers are finding their way out. But that's just going to result in a big clear for Swish. It's not going to go very far. It's going to find its way back to the hands of Gatman, and Hudnut's up for it, trying to get creative. Wolf will have a nice clear all the way down to the corner. Swish goes missing. That's a critical one. Gatman does dive across the box to get the save. In fact, it doubles as a clear. One's shooting across end to end here. Really
End rocket.
back and forth game now, and yeah, end rocket. But I mean, this game has become very back and forth all of a sudden. It looked pretty one-sided last game, but I mean, Omaha are getting some really nice chances. That ball's hit down to the midfield. Can't quite put it home. That's another good shot. Blada not going to be there. Wolf strong enough to just slam that one home.
Yeah, huge save. Huge save. Huge shot, excuse me. Not in time for the save was Blot at open net for Wolf to hit, and a 1-0 lead for St. Cloud. They continue to not give up any goals. A lot of time still left, though, right off the kickoff. Catman tries to win that 50, but it's going to go wide. Good catch from Wolf. A lot of boost here to work with. We'll sit on a touch. Catman up the field. We'll hit that one way downtown. Chooses to hit the ball onto the backboard, trying to create some pressure for his team, but they just can't get a clean touch, and another 50-50 win. That one cleared again by Pink. Huge touch forward for Gatman. Wolf. That's Blodat beat him. Blodat gets off the backboard. There's a follow for Swish. First goal for Omaha is scored by one of their challenger subs, courtesy of the other on the passing play.
Fantastic stuff. Swish was the one to finally put one home. It's a tough read off the backboard, and no chance a defender's reading that one. But if you need highlight plays to score on this Flyers team, it's still a grim look. But maybe that'll get them some momentum, and maybe that'll just plant a seed in the St. Cloud Flyers team's mind that you guys are not safe. We can score. We can have mechanical brilliance just like you. And pushing forward for the rest of the series. We'll see if they can do something. Wolf, big pitch, looking for the read. Can't quite put it home. But it's off the near post. Still big pressure play. Fusion just rips this one high. Wolf getting back to it, looking for the backboard. That's double lined up, but the clear comes through from Catman. Massive clear all across the entirety of the field. Swish closing down, looking for a shot. This one's going to pitch out over to Gatman on the sidewall. Control touch to the shot. Oh my goodness. Flying towards the top bins, but Wolf is there to keep that one at bay. More extended pressure, but so far it just keeps fizzling out in this corner. But that's a nice run ahead demo, and another one. Wolf is all alone temporarily. That ball gets past him. But where is the last player for Omaha right there? It looked like that was a nice chance to maybe advance the play, but nobody presses the play, and it fizzles out yet again.
Yeah. That flat soda pop loses its fizz. Pink will commit 2 players go for Omaha, but they are able to keep it in. Fusion Bleach to the sidewall. What can Pink come up with here? Good 50-50. Swish goes missing. Bloodat tasked with making that touch, making something work for his team. And Wolf will be able to make that work. Beautiful play here. Bloodat's touch just isn't good enough. Wolf gets by the defense, again, works his way through the midfield, just cleans his own play up, and that's really all you could ask for out of one of the players that should be really the difference maker here in this lobby. Him and Fusion Bleach should be more than comfortable playing against these two child players.
Continue on this series. Wolf chasing after this corner. It's a bit dangerous. That's not the time to go missing. Gatman can't put it home. That one looked open. Now Fusion just has to completely open that the other way. All three players of this Omaha squad diving in way deep, and oh my goodness, those are just not good challenges. Fusion Bleach will be licking his lips as he rolls it into the open net the other way. And I mean, disaster struck. I mean, it's a very interesting turn of events. They got desperate. It looked like they were going all in for a goal, but it seemed like a little bit too all in. I mean, they had offsuit 2-7. I don't know why they had to go all in right there.
Yeah.
And another shot comes through off a demo.
Duluth continues their streak. They're up to 2-0 now, defeating Kansas City. Kansas City goes to 1-2 by way of a 3-1 scoreline. This one, 4-1 now in favor of the Flyers. And it is an interesting sight to be seen for sure. St. Cloud putting up 4, suddenly finding their way into the net quickly and efficiently. Fusion Bleach trying to get by that last defender. Bloodat can't get through on that 50-50 touch. Here's Wolf trying to find Pink, but connection not met. Play not made. Fusion off the backboard. Anyone there to help? It is Pink. It's an open net. It's Swish with no boost. It's another St. Cloud goal.
Jeez, I mean, Stewie, this game looked close for a good, first half of the game. But all of a sudden, Flyers, they clicked. They started clicking, and they just started an absolute shootout. This has been one-sided ever since. And, man, for me, Wolf has stepped up big this game. Just making everything work. Fusion Bleach and Wolf trying to get on that highlight reel yet again. Can't quite this time. And Omaha will try pressing down the center once again, but it's not going to result in anything as that ball in the time hits 0 in the floor. But, I mean, still not over yet. I mean, once again, Stewie, every single point or every single game matters. So Buffalo are just looking to maybe snipe a game here.
Yeah.
Maybe not the series, but multiple players leaving the lobby. I don't know if they know it's not over yet, guys. I maybe counting their blessings too early here, Stewie. But yeah, Buffalo just need to maybe win a game or two, even the series. It's still not over yet, but every game counts in this format.
Yeah, I mean it does. You get 2 points for every game you win, and that could be the difference between you qualifying for the next round into the top 8 and you not qualifying. So always have to consider that it's important in just to try and win every game. Even if you're down 2-0 in the series, you can still look to win at least one in this third game here. But Omaha, if they drop this, not a good look for them. Game number 3, St. Cloud 1 away from a sweep and making quick work of this Omaha team that has 2 subs on it. Pink with a reset, does get back to the ball, gets the dunk. Fusion's there, drops it down, but that touch wasn't great. Wasn't the best shot that could have happened. Here's Gatman downfield. 50-50 goes into the corner. Splat out with a good touch, but just turned wide. Back to Gatman, shut down by Wolf. Has less boost than he started with. Just going off the corner. Fusion Bleach. Can't get it done. That one's going to go wide. Bumped again. Swish gets sent by Fusion. As that was a good bump, but just wasn't, a clean enough play to be made on the shot. Not really a shot chance for St. Cloud.
Yeah, I mean, more opportunities coming through, and I mean, St. Cloud, I don't think, oh my goodness, Gatman almost putting out an absolute stellar goal, but once again, that has been the problem for this Omaha team, is that the only things that are getting past the defense are these highlight reel plays. They don't have a consistent enough attack to, pressure and just slowly bully your way through the defense. But, I mean, one good hit is all you need. Swish cutting down the defense with one just perfect strike. I mean, Pink mistouch, Wolf jumping up as well, and Fusion looking to receive that pass, but with no boost, he's not going to be able to get it done. Swish taking that first goal in this game 3, and this is exactly what we're talking about. A good start could, you know, that's all you need. All you need is one game, and it could be the difference in the rest of this, so Buffalo are going to be looking to bunker down and maybe get a few more in this game 3.
And Brainerd beating Bemidji here in this round number 3-1. So Brainerd with another pickup win for them. Huge for their chances to make the top 8 as they pretty much are solidifying it. Wolf will tie the game. And you heard the ping of the crossbar. What a shot as he just doubles it off of the bar. It's just a goofy finish to that goal.
Yeah, and not one Buffalo are going to be happy with conceding. 2 players jumped up, no players made contact. Wolf called the bluff, just slammed it into the top bins. Now Pink is actually going to get another chance here, just rips it off the mid. Wolf is looking to take advantage here. It's a heavy touch. Blod's able to respond. It's a really weird touch for him, though, and Gatman is able to get at least one out. Pink rips this one to the corner. Blod has a massive clear. Fusion Bleach is there, taps it down. Gatman contesting the play. Now Swish pops it up, but with no boost, he has to let that one fly out. Wolf shut down by Gatman. Gatman into the corner, looking to center it, but it just pancakes it, and both him and the ball stop moving. It's off the goal line. Somehow Fusion Bleach gets it past. Wolf getting it over one, looking to maybe take a 50-50 as well, but Bloodot rips to the corner. It's still pretty favorable for St. Cloud Flyers, but that play shut down, but 2 players had to commit. Swish, last man, just bangs that one away over to Gatman. Gatman, midfield pass comes through, 1-2-1, but shut down by Wolf with absolute perfection. Looking to now take a solo play, gets it past Bloodot with no boost. Gatman able to run across the goal line and save the day.
Yeah, turn it away. That touch from Bloodot wasn't great. Fusion towards the net. Weak touch, but gives Wolf a free possession. Does look for a double off the backboard. Lines up the angle, but isn't able to get it done. Pink will leave it away. Gatman again on the 50-50. Demo on Fusion Bleach will put St. Cloud on the wrong side of a 2v3. They're able to get out. Pink down the field. Good clear there. Gatman, former first-round Premier player way back in Season 6, believe it or not. And, second round, excuse me, but regardless, has played at this top level before for a long time. Swish with the lead now for Omaha off of that demo from Yetman. Double commit from Fusion to Wolf, and that one will be a backbreaker for the Flyers.
Really good goal. Buffalo just keeping their head above water right now. You know, they're doing just enough to not just keep this competitive, but keeping their lead. That's maybe a mistouch for Wolf. He takes a shot, but it's not good. In fact, Pink's Cat is maybe overextended just a tear bit here. I said Pink's Cat, but it's the other Pink. That's on me. Fusion Bleach trying to clear this one out. Looking to fly high, but with no more funds in the boost tank, he's going to have to let this one fizzle out. Pink rips one over to the sidewall. Wolf bumping into one of the offenders. Gatman is just slowly tricking this ball up the field like a basketball. Wolf, flip reset, flips over one. Fusion can't quite get there for the shot. Gatman has a huge clear coming out now. In fact, he might get one more. And if they tally one more goal up here, it might just seal the deal. Fusion trying to find an infield pass, but it's just to kind of no one. And although the midfield passes are coming through, it's enough time for Buffalo to get back and challenge.
Wolf to Fusion, Wolf to Fusion, and the shot off target hits the bar. Pink, I think, was committing for it, was just a half a step late. Fusion with a good touch forward. Will get around Bloodat. Wolf towards net, saved away by Swish. 23 seconds now. Gatman goes missing. That one got a 50 off the backboard. Bloodat is able to beat Fusion to the ball. Double commit from the Buffalo as that was sketchy for a second. Swish will hit that right back to Wolf. That one going to go down the field. Fusion is there. He fakes the touch. Pink. It's an open shot. Wolf hits the bar. Follow up from Fusion is there. With 3 seconds left, and St. Cloud is able to tie the game.
I can't believe it, Stewie. It was just rolling in. Gatman after his challenge, he's facing it backwards, and he can't get there anymore. 3 seconds up on the clock, and that one's going to roll in. That's a heartbreaker for Omaha, and now you're probably looking down the barrel of an overtime, and Catman's trying to keep it up. Wolf is opted to just slam that one down to the dirt, just spikes it down, and now we have an overtime in game 3 here. Maybe off the kickoff, Blodot does well, but Wolf is there for the open net, and it's just a heartbreaker for Omaha. The GGs come through, and that is a 3-0 sweep.
Quickly.
St. Cloud Flyers just make it work of this.
Yeah, very quickly. Very quick win there for the Flyers. And they will win game number 3 in overtime. They steal it with 3 seconds left. And a rough overall series for the Buffalo, who, after dropping that, not good for their major chances now, as they're now down to 1-3 and bottom of Group B. St. Cloud, a huge win for them, puts them back up to 1-1. They now have the tiebreaker over Rochester. We'll see if that continues to reign true. But rough series for Omaha, and really, I mean, you got to commend them. They gave it all they had. They did their thing, and just were not able to make it work. But yeah, I mean, this opening goal from Swish, you thought things were going to go their way. I mean, they score first. They give up one here to Wolf, which bar down and in. And then even after this, even after giving one up, they make the play happen. Swish open net, and they make it 2-1. But this last goal by Fusion Bleach is the really, truly the backbreaker. 3 seconds left. I mean, you had to hold on for 3 more seconds, and you probably win the series, or win the game, and go to a game 5. But unfortunate for sure for them. But that was round number 3 that we just finished. We have one more round to cover on stream. We won't be able to cover round 5 because the round 5 streamed match is being played right now between Bloomington and Green Bay. They're looking to get their series done in round 5 early, which is perfectly fine. They don't want to be here till the crack of dawn, up till 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
A little late for some people, but regardless, it was a good series overall. It was a quick one, though. We don't have a lot of replays to show because it was fast. It was furious. And it was a St. Cloud win. But, yeah, you always wonder what would have went different if Omaha was able to score in that first game, because they looked outclassed. And I mean, St. Cloud played good, but they on paper should have won, and they did.
Yeah, especially playing with the majority of their full roster now. I believe this is the roster that they will be closing the season out, as you can't do any free agent pickups with. So I think this was definitely an expected win for the Flyers. Maybe not a complete sweep as it was, but Buffalo definitely looking to bounce back here and close out the night well. But it's going to be tough for them to do that with two big subs. I don't exactly know how big this particular game is for implications for LAN, but every game counts, like we said, and going down 3-0 is definitely going to be a painful one. So we'll have to see how things advance to the next round here, Stewie. So I know you guys already got the next few rounds here planned out. I don't think I'll be joining, as I'll have
you gotta go play, man.
Mic,
you gotta go play. Yeah, you gotta go get your matches going. So
yeah, I gotta go try redeeming myself.
No, for sure. So yeah, no, Zoms, appreciate you joining me for the series, but yeah, I'm just excited to see what's coming up next. And what is coming up next is going to be a fun one. This might be our series of the evening. That is our final series of the evening. And it will be the Bemidji Lumberjacks and the Duluth Superiors. On the other side of this break, go to the bathroom, go get some food. I'll do one of those. So we'll see you in a couple minutes.
Breathing underwater. Can't let you go now. Making it so hard. You got to know now. Ooh, taking it too far. Nothing to hold now. I'm falling apart. Out in the cold now. Breathing underwater. Breathing underwater now. I can't let go.
You lift me off of the ground. I close my eyes and I wait for the come down. I used to live in the now. Now I'm wiser to think that we are bulletproof. Teens with thicker skin, now we just breathe. never scared, yeah. And the sky went dark, we used our hearts to guide us. You showed me you care, and I remember, yeah, I remember.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got one more series for you guys. We just sent the info to the teams, so we're going to make this quick. Bemidji versus Duluth. This is in Group A. This is an important series. Not really, because both of these teams are pretty much almost locked for the top 8. We'll show you the groups here in a second, but AK has joined me back. We're surviving our way through this. As you got your lunch. And here are the groups. Bottom 2 in each group are eliminated. Omaha is confirmed to be eliminated in Group B. They are out with their record of 1-3. They have played enough matches to where there is no statistical way where they can get back in. But Bemidji and Duluth in Group A, just fighting for a higher seed for different matchups is what it is, AK. So
Yeah, and Bemidji and Duluth both at this point guaranteed LAN. So they're playing for pride, playing for seeding, playing for the opportunity to be a top 2 seed and pick their groups at LAN. Well, other than that, it's pretty much just a grudge match. I don't know if Mogi still has Solus and Flushy subbing up. If he does,
it looks like he does. Looks like he does.
Yeah, this should be a pretty one-sided affair. But we have seen subs perform yesterday, today. We have seen subs look like sometimes the best players in the lobby, and the higher players can't keep up. So I'm rooting for the Lumberjacks here.
You got the Lumberjacks?
You
get the Lumberjacks? Give me the Superiors. I honestly think the Superiors are going to win, so I'll give it to them. As we're going to send these guys into the lobby. Game number 1. Going to load on here. Doing our absolute best. As this is going to be a fun one, AK. Hopefully this is a quick series. I don't know if it will be. We got some rock to play left in the day for Sean and Tox. Full roster for Duluth. So far, on the day, they are sitting at 2-0. Have yet to be beaten. Bemidji 1-2 so far. They are playing with 2 challenger subs in Flushy and Solus, who have not had the greatest season so far, but I mean they are playing with Mogi, so anything is possible here in this Premier Major number 2. But really, I want you guys to look out for Sean and Forrest, 2 key players on the side of this Superiors team. When they are playing well, Duluth is really, really hard to beat, but when they are not playing well, it is oftentimes a grudge match in the series. A game 5, a sweaty one, a grueling one, a greasy roll up your sleeves type of win that they have to create. But these 2 were teammates last season. They didn't end up making LAN. They fell short, and would have loved to see them at LAN, but we will possibly get the opportunity this season. And it'll be a fun tournament. I'm excited to get to August.
Yeah, as am I. I mean, all these players, I mean, pretty much all of them. I mean, they're not the challenger players for Bemidji, but all the Prem players in this lobby, pretty much guaranteed to see them at LAN. Looking forward to meeting them all again. Mogi, a player who you mentioned, it doesn't matter who he has on his teams too. I mean, as long as he's on the pitch, he has some boost. Anything is possible. As the Superiors double commit to just make sure he's shut down immediately. 2 minutes into this game, Superiors, I mean, they look dangerous, and I didn't even get to finish my sentence, and the caster curse come through, and the Duluth Superiors, through Tox, take the lead. Solus is past mid to Mogi, unfortunately 2 telegraphed. Tox ready for it, speedy enough to just instantly cut that out. As I do believe if the Superiors win here, I was going to say that guaranteed the top seed in this group, and not. Victory still playing really, really well. The first team we streamed today, we watched them beat KC in 4. Very close series in the end it turned out to be. But I am really curious how Mogi Solus and Flushi performed because they beat the ratio in 4 in game in the first series of the day. They went to 5. Or that. Yeah, they beat a Des Moines team that went to 5 against the Superiors. My thought got scattered looking at these standings. They look a little confusing, even though I made them. But then the Bemidji Lumberjacks also took a game off the Brainerd Victory, who looked really, really impressive when we watched them.
Yes, they did.
And who is the best team sitting number 1 in standings in Group A right now. So they beat Des Moines, took a game off Brainerd, and they went to 5 against the Kansas City Outlaws. So clearly showing that they have some capability in Prem, some prowess. A Soulless might have an opening. I don't know what just happened. He goes missing, but it goes in. This is premier action. This is the best of the best. This is top level Rocket League, too.
Yeah, I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, you can't make it up, man. It's just absolutely.
That is what happens.
Absolutely bizarre as to how in the world that is a goal. But hey, we're watching it. We're watching it speak. We're speaking it into existence. Goofy play from Sean, as that one's gonna bounce up. Tox is there on the collect, has the pop. Mogi shut down the challenge right away. Well, not a lot of boost here for Forrest to work with, but choosing to leave it for his team all the way down. Good touch from Flushi, but Sean was ready for it and pops to himself. Now playing a bump, leaves it for Forrest. Shot is blocked by Mogi. Mogi will be the defensive architect here for this Flyers team for the most part. If they're on defense, he's going to have a hand in it at some point. As these two teams just throwing jabs at each other, tied at 1 apiece here. This is not the game I was expecting. I was expecting Duluth to have a little bit more offensive chances, and they just are not.
Yeah, Mogi looking like he's just in free play right now as Fushi doesn't need to get a touch. Fool's not really reading that miss. You kind of have to if you're him. Mogi just taking it across the field, looking for the pinch. Doesn't come through, but gets over Sean. Rank C Mogi cooking rank B Sean. A shout out to both players as Soulless will go for Diaz maybe. Sean cuts it out. Fushi low boost on the defense here as 30 seconds, last goal. You really feel like we'll win this for both teams as Fushi just playing it slow, low boost. Let's get cut out by Forrest, who is also on negative boost. Mogi opting to take his time here. That is a dangerous play across his own net. Works out for him. Sean, I don't know if he meant to do that. An excellent faking play almost works out for him as the net is awkward. Force that doesn't go in. Flushi unable to put a net wide. Where is Mogi? Electing to go all the way back for boost. And I mean, if you're as good as he is, you know a full tank is worth more than a pop shot on net as Flushi may be going for a pop on net. Mogi with a follow up in 0 seconds. And then Bemidji Lumberjacks will steal game 1 here.
As that will be a unbelievable win for the Lumberjacks. As how in the world they made that one work, I have no idea. On that touch, beautiful play from Mogi. Game 1 goes to the Lumberjacks. They steal it in overtime. Not even in overtime, in regulation. Unbelievable win for them. 0 second goal. You thought it was going to go down, but Mogi was just there to clean it up.
Yeah, I mean, and as we see the 1 goal for the Superiors, it's pretty much a mistake from Soulless. Just
and that possibly could not happen again. I mean, there's a chance that it doesn't happen again. You know, we could have a world where there is no mistake there from Soulless, and it's a 2-0 game. I mean, that is possible. It's a thing, but nevertheless, super close. Game number 1 capped off by this 0 second goal by Mogi, and a heck of a win for them. As we're gonna go to game number 2 on Forbidden Temple, and I am excited, AK, because game 2s are the best.
You know, so I love how excited you sound.
I am honestly, literally out of gas. I have never been more just completely tired in my life. 4.5 hours of sleep, not to mention getting reverse swept out of Swiss yesterday. And also, I am unbelievably just, I mean, I golfed 9 holes this morning. I am tired.
Ooh, there you go. I mean, at least you had fun. You know,
It was a
decompressed.
lot of fun. It was a par 3 course, so we were able to do what we wanted to do. And, no, my brother and I enjoyed it severely. I didn't have the greatest round, but I'm improving. As Forza, a huge double of that new goal explosion that just came out. Don't remember what it's called. Don't really care. But, yeah, super cool to see that being used already.
Yeah, and I don't know why I didn't get invited. I mean, I don't know why the reverse Oreo didn't get reunited, but it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Maybe next time, maybe at LAN.
You golf?
I definitely do not, but I would swing and try my best, like you said. Yeah.
It's honestly not. It's a difficult sport. I will say that it's one of the. It's you know, people don't get enough credit for playing it, but it is. It's learnable. You know, you can sit there and you can swing the club and maybe miss a million times, but at the same time, you can swing the club and sometimes you'll get really good contact on the ball and it'll go very, very far. But yeah, I have to say it's a blast. It's lots of fun. I've enjoyed it every single time I played it. So.
I'm glad. I mean, after yesterday's events, you did need to release some tension. So
Oh man, yesterday
and I'm sure both of us will just absolutely just fall over after this over. This last series looking to be a promising one as that dunk almost sneaks in, but who else but Mogi, who by the way, Stewie, did turn his cam on also.
Did he really?
In between games, after that win in game one,
that's definitely Mogi. Let me throw that in there. 100% Mogi.
You know, Stu, I just feel bad for these prem people, man. Like, where are the cams, guys? Like, you gotta give us the content. We need it. Rising Star Challenger is always so exciting, even if the gameplay is not up to past fours. Beautiful pass by Talks, and he connects, and it gives the Superior Z lead right back.
And huge goal for Duluth. As yes, they do indeed get the lead. Interesting to see what happens here for the rest of this game. And you know, AK starting to ramp up the demos is Force, trying to get some physical play for his team, and I'm excited to see if that leads to anything. I hope it will, but there's a chance that it doesn't. And I'm just spitballing here, but I have faith they could do it.
I mean, you and I want the Lumberjacks to just sweep this, right? We want the least amount of games.
Oh, 100%. We're trying to end this series.
What a save by Force. As he just shuts down Mogi right there. We'll have to play the boost. Talk does have a reset. Let's get cut out by Force. What team is Force playing on? I don't know. As he'll be looking to recreate his infamous... I don't know what just happened. Can you put this in quick so I can watch the replay? Jesus. That was all 6 players pretty much committing to this one ball over the Duluth net. And Sean just benefiting from that those shenanigans too.
Yeah, I mean, Duluth really just benefiting on all of the mistakes that this Bemidji team has created so far. I've been the cleanest game from Solus and Flushy, but I mean, you know, some saves from Mogi that have kept him in it. It's 5 shots and 3 saves, but really hasn't been great. Solus lining up a double, blocked by Sean. Mogi with a fake. Follow up from Flushy, blocked by Sean again. Forza will have that touch out. That one gonna go down. Solus finds Mogi. Mogi gonna pop. Shut down again by Sean. You would think Mogi maybe would have gone to the ceiling there. Redirect chance for Mogi is blocked by Force. Flushy with a ton of time. Reset forward. Can't get anything to go. Mogi absolutely sends Sean to the backboard on that challenge. And the ball will sit midfield here, front of the box of Bemidji. They're trying to get out. Sean will miss the corner boost. And Flushy will take it, and Flushy will be able to challenge because of it. If he did take the corner boost there, maybe Flushy can't go for that. Tox goes missing. 90 seconds still left to go. maybe Bemidji can pull this game out of their hat. They have a shot here and a couple chances that looked pretty good, but don't end up finding the back of the net.
Maybe. But I mean, 2 goals is a lot to ask for, especially playing the Duluth Superiors team, who is a 3-headed Hydra. And Mogi on the pitch, anything can happen. Beautiful first touch, goes for the reset, almost gets it under one. Sean equal to it, but that might just sneak in. Mogi elected to play for the boost, and he will pay for that. That was a missed opportunity. If he played that a little slower, he might have just had an open net. But the Superiors still showing a few mistakes, still not looking as imperious as they have in the past. That's an interesting pinch across the Lumberjacks net. Nothing comes of it, so let's low boost, pops it out for Mogi, looking for the double, fakes it. Felucci does dive. This is fine. Sean, talks. Take it to the side with a low boost. Pretty much key player. In that moment, nothing comes of it. Solis to Mogi, fakes it out for Solis, who beats out Sean, a double, maybe Mogi gets it out, fakes it for Felucci, almost slots in, a couple almost chances for the Lumberjacks, and if they start hitting those, I have full faith in them taking more than just another game.
Yeah.
Probably taking this whole series, to be honest.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I think they could do it here, but this is going to spell the end of them in game number 2. They're going to make it close somewhat. Sean will have that away. That'll be it. Game number 2 goes to Duluth, evening up the series at 1. As, yeah, you know, what can you do? Sometimes it's just not possible, but what did you write? Rank C Mogi.
Is that like opposite corner?
No.
Can you read that?
I can read it, yes.
Alright. I'll bring it up when Mogi misses an open net.
That's what you're gonna put?
I actually gotta shout myself out here. Fellow rank C gamer, you know, I'm in the same tier as Mogi. Don't ask me how. As the Superiors looking a lot better than they were in game 1. I mean, a little bit more offensive pressure from them. Their shots going in. On the opposite side, the Lumberjacks definitely had chances to win as 4s. Beautiful shot. That is his actual peak. I have never seen him do that. And he probably will never do that ever again. Love you, Shores. I'm kidding. I think I just called them Shores.
I think
Sean
you did
and
just
Force
call them
put together.
Shores.
Shores. And bro, they team every season. Can you even blame me? Mogi's actually
Mogi
here
is
now.
actually in
I
cams.
gotta get out.
Well, no,
Okay,
I can put you in another spot.
I'm Sean now.
I can put you.
I'm Sean now.
You can put.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
put
Sean.
you in Sean. GG's.
Yeah.
As game number 3 loads on up. I can hear Mogi right now. He didn't mute himself, but bro is vibing, literally listening to music at this point. As yeah, you're Sean. How is your player cam on? Did you change your name to Sean? You did not. No. You did.
No, I didn't.
You definitely did.
No, I actually didn't. That pulls from the game stream. So it just
pulls it from player cam from a camera. You definitely changed your name. How are you appearing in the bottom left corner? That's not possible.
Can I say I'm just playing the game while dancing like that? Who else can do that, Stu?
Mogi?
Look at me go, going for the double. That wasn't me. No, it was me. What a pass! Look at me go. No hands. As the
You're not even
Superiors, my
playing.
team taking the lead. Yeah, I am.
Hey, look, there's Mogi. Mogi's forehead is huge.
I just spilled
I
the
can
drink on
see
me.
into his brain.
Oh no!
You just spilled what?
I just spilled some Celsius.
Oh wow,
on my
good
desk.
job. Way to go.
Thank you. At least it's all in my mouse badge, so it's fine.
Yeah.
We'll take it all off.
Could be worse. Could be on your pants.
I'm looking away and still playing. That's me. Rank B, Sean. Look at me go. I am like negative 15 games in rank B though. That is, I do gotta lock in.
You do have to lock in. Otherwise, we'll have to kick you from the Duluth franchise, right, Force? R.I.P.
I mean, Foles got to hit the ball first. As Soulless looking for a reset up on high will be met by my teammate Talks, the man who threw the Rochester Rhythm season last season. Disappointed and Rocket and Mason.
So we're blaming him now?
Blaming all of them. It was all their fault.
Wow, way to
I should have
throw
traded
him
for
under the
myself,
bus.
Sean. Yeah, I should have told Sean. I should have spoken to Force and saved Sean and brought him home. That would have been the team.
Yeah, probably.
It's already 2 minutes gone, Stu, and not much has happened. I mean, I go for the Superiors, but it's just been back and forth action, just almost out of nowhere. The Duluth Superiors are winning. All I gotta say, Stu, is the moment my cam switched, we're winning. We are winning.
Yeah. Kind of, not really. I mean, you know, you're kind of just trolling at this point. But
I don't know how factual this is, but I am hearing that the music might still be on.
really? It's not.
That is.
It's definitely
Ben's
not on.
home lied to me. Ben,
You're lying.
Ben is banned.
It's not on. I'm telling you it's not.
Say Ben is banned 5 times in a row.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, Ben. Banned. Goodbye. See you later.
Ben is banned. Ben is banned. Ben is banned.
Ben is banned. Ben is banned. Ben is banned. Ben is banned. Ben is banned.
And this is what Premier Action has brought us to, guys.
We have lost our minds completely. And you can't lose what you don't have. Because I tell you what, some days it just feels like it's not your day. And yesterday it was not my day.
Mogi, I don't know if he knows that he's down in the series, but he's L-dancing on the cams. I love the confidence. He's got to put it into action. As
Oh, look at
that
Rank
dive.
B. Sean go. Nice shot. Nice play.
That's me. That's me. Let me
That's
go.
you, Rank
There.
B. Sean.
Yeah, that's me. What can I say?
What can I say except you're welcome?
That's me to fools every time I carry him. All right.
Whoa. I wouldn't go that far, buddy.
I apologize.
Yeah, be careful there, pal. Might want to chill out on that one there, pal. But no, action so far dominated by Duluth. They're up by 2, 3-1. Kind of controlled the kickoffs at this point, controlling the wins, winning the challenges. Mogi and Flushy not really been able to get going too well, but doing their absolute best. Good bumps from Solus, just trying to barrel his way through. As rough play for sure, but able to make it work for now. What will end up happening from this, I have no idea. As that one's going to drop down. Flushy has the clear for Solus. Solus gonna... What in the world
hell?
was that?
I don't know.
Was that even a reset? That looked
I
like
think the
it.
spectator cam lagged. It had to have been. I don't know what just
That
happened.
was absolutely broken. I honest to God don't even know what is happening.
How many more Stu yawns are we gonna get? I'm putting 5 on it. Give me 3 more. Under 3. Under 3, yeah. I'm taking the under. There's Mogi. 40 seconds left. The Lumberjacks trying to force something in instead. Rank V, Sean. That's me. That's this guy right here. Squeezing it in. Extending the lead to 3 goals with 40 seconds left. And we might be heading to series points for the Duluth Superiors.
There's another one. Oh man, I could yawn probably 30 more times. The exhaustion is getting to me. But played a lot of rock yesterday. Obviously 5 hours, with Challenger. It was a long time competing, and it was a blast. I will say, getting to play is always fun. But it's a matter of some days, you play well, some days you don't. It's a very day-based game where some days you're super good, some days you're absolutely horrible. And
Flushy maybe a little too late, but he just heard these two. It says some days you're a little bad, some days you're a little good. If you show up at the last moment, it doesn't matter. 18 seconds, 2 goals. As I'm actually curious to hear what your response Actually, let's see if this kickoff pays off. Mogi will take control. No, does opts to just give it away and then side flips, and the ball just rolls into it. I'm disappointed in you, bub. That is you. That is you. That is you right there. You suck. All right.
Game number 3 will be going to the Duluth Superiors, courtesy of a 5-2 win. Big touch here from Mogi. Tries to get a reset, stay on the ball, but not able to make anything work. And AK, you know, we're going into game, you know, number 4 here, and Duluth up in the series 2-1, 1 game away from from winning the last series of the day. And Bemidji just can't really get anything going. It's been kind of quiet from them, but I still think they can play better. They've made it somewhat close. They haven't, you know, been bad when it comes to scoring goals, but they definitely can score some more goals and maybe make some more saves, because some of the goals they're giving up are freebies that really shouldn't be, you know, shouldn't be goals. We'll see if defense can improve here for the Lumberjacks, because they're gonna have to find a way to get some stops, and I think they can do it personally.
We do have a couple of score reports coming in. To Bloomington Maulers taking down the St. Cloud Flyers 3-1. The Maulers then proceeded to lose to the Knights. Got swept, losing 3-0. And the last score to come in is the St. Cloud Flyers sweeping the Omaha Buffalo, who started the day as the 2nd seed, not winning a single series today, going 0-4. And they are out of, not land, they're clinched land, but they are out of playoffs. So they're probably losing the top 2 seed. They will not be picking their group. But I don't know how much they really care. They made land, they're going to have fun, they're going to meet their friends, they're going to chill out as Flushy. Looking to maybe clip on this Superiors team. Give me one good clip. As Yasu, what is your reaction to some of those results?
Disappointing for Omaha. I feel like they could have, you know, been at a higher seed than they were, but it's one of those things of didn't play well on the day, and other teams did. But I have to commend Green Bay going 3-0 on the day and not going unbeaten in their group, but doing a pretty darn good job of making the case of it. They're going to have a good seed going into Major 2, Major of the bracket, and they are obviously going to get closer and closer to land. What a double out of the corner from Force on that shot. What a play from Force. One touch there to the corner, and then the double off that, and a top left slot shot. Absolutely beautiful to get the lead for Duluth, but I guess just disappointing from Omaha. And really playing well are the Knights. They had a great day, and shout out to them. They go 3-0 and solidify likely a land spot if they do well next week.
Yeah, I do. As the Superiors now just making this look easy. Mogi, maybe it's time to turn your cam off, bud. Since you put it on, you might be losing. When I was Mogi, I was winning. As Forrest looking like prime LeBron here. For the first time, I think this is the first time ever Forrest is carrying Sean. Rank B Sean. I keep saying it. That is his peak. He got boosted by Kadamak.
He got boosted.
I saw it happen. No, he pulled the ghosty. I can't lie. I saw Kadamak playing on his account. All right. False allegations. I do not want to get sued as Mogi almost sneaks one. Flushy looking for a shot. Puts to the backboard. Is there a follow-up? Not really. And it feels like the Lumberjacks are just dying a slow death here, Stu.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly think it is a series that Bemidji, they gave it their best shot with their subs. They did a decent job of trying to keep it close, but they just cannot hold down a defensive line against this Duluth team, who they are way too good offensively for some of these teams in Premier, these full rosters. But for, I mean, for two challenger players, it's really, you're asking a lot defensively to stop them, and they're not rising to the occasion to get it done. Shout out AK in the cams for rank B Sean. Good offensive collection there from AK. Maybe you get a flip reset there, buddy, at one point. We'll call you mechanical.
I definitely do get better. No, I definitely get better flip resets than Sean. Have you seen him play? Like, I'm
Bro's
pretty
a
sure
bot.
he's peaked 1500 the last
Literal
3
bot.
seasons. I'm not
I
kidding.
know. He's
I'm not
literally a
kidding.
bot.
Like, it's
Couldn't hit the
not
ball if you
funny.
paid him to. Oh,
How
Lord.
was this guy
Oh.
Premise? Soulless. As I was just about to praise Solus and Flushy for their performance, playing 4 series in Prem today, taking 6 games. Obviously, that missed shot might replay in his head, Solus, but hopefully not. He has played a series to be proud of. So has Flushy. Mogi, do better, bud. Come on. What are we doing? How are we losing to Sean? Force.
Imagine losing to Sean.
Look at him. Look at Toxin Force. Like, how are we losing to these guys?
Bunch of frauds.
Force trying
That's
to
really a goal.
recreate.
That's really a goal. That just went in.
Yeah.
That just went.
Yeah, that
what
went
did
in.
What did they just do? That just
So
went
this
in.
is Premier action. This is Prem. This is Prem all day today. This is Prem. This is Rocket League. As Force looking to go to land and recreate. I don't know if you've seen the Force GIF where he makes the trophy appear out of nowhere.
I have seen
The cursed
that.
GIF.
I have
the
seen
cursed
it.
GIF made by
The cursed
T-Jack.
GIF.
Yeah.
Made by T-Jack. Yes, I have seen that. That's a fun
Force
one.
looking to recreate that. I don't think he's winning any trophies with Talks on his team and rank B Sean. Like,
Rank B Sean.
But you know, I'm hopeful for him. I mean, he's all cute guys. I mean, looking forward to meeting him. But that's about all they got going for him.
Whoa.
Hey, listen, if they don't got gameplay, right? Like, that gameplay is not impressing me. I just got to give them what they can get, which is, you know, they're all pretty cute, I'd say. But this is what the gameplay is doing to us.
I don't know what to say to that.
Says Mogi, give me one more, maybe. No. Let's just move past this, Stewie. Let's not focus on what I just said. Last 30 seconds.
I'm
on
not
last
even
Stewie,
listening to you at
that
this
will
point.
be
I don't
on
even know that you're talking.
today.
Who am I casting with right now? Like, who is this guy? He just called 3 players cute. Bruh. What?
I mean, one of those 3 players is me. I'm just calling myself cute.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
No comments.
No comments. That'll be it. Game number 4 goes to Duluth. They win the series.
Yeah,
Yep.
and to be clear to everybody watching, round 5, the round 5 matches will not be on stream.
We are out of gas. AK and I are completely dead.
Yeah, I mean, and the stream match we had planned has already played.
Yeah.
The Knights sweeping the Maulers. So all the other 3 matches will happen off stream. We'll be looking in the background if we don't. No, I'll actually be probably in my blanket. But, you know, I'll maybe check in tomorrow. Let's see how Prem plays out as we see some of these highlights. The Bemidji Lumberjacks played out of their minds, to be fair. They played it pretty close. Fighting an uphill battle all day long. They made it through to playoffs for next week, which is, I am extremely proud of them. I'm sure that GM Ben Stolman is extremely proud of them. Mogi is extremely proud of them. And I'm sure Mace and Wesley will be thanking Solus and Flushy.
I mean, they did
personally
enough.
at LAN.
They did. I mean, they're doing
Yeah.
better than Des Moines is. So Des Moines,
Yeah.
unfortunately, is out of contention, 0-3, and doesn't have enough points, I don't believe, to make it back. But Bemidji, even with that loss, they are now still in the top enough in their group, so they'll be good to go for the rest of it. But yeah, gotta think, you know, it'll be an interesting end to this weekend, an interesting start to next weekend, but they gave it all they had. They did their best, and they just came up short, you know. And AK, you and I are about out of things to talk about. This has been one of the casts that really has waned on me. This weekend has been a real grind for everyone. So I appreciate everybody sticking with us through thick and thin. It has been a lot of Rocket League being played, and you know, you thought Bemidji, even after the, game one, stealing that one after this absolutely stupid goal by Fushi. What in the world are we doing? And absolutely bizarre. But
Yeah, I can't say that I can answer that, Stewie, but I mean, it has been 3 back-to-back days of 5-6 hour streams, some like end-to-end action. Not many casters around, unfortunately, so it's been mostly just us just running it back-to-back-to-back. So I'm not, frankly, I'm surprised we made it this far, Stewie. I am, forget everybody else, forget the players, forget the viewers, forget everybody. I am proud. Can we, with round of applause for you and me? I'm clapping right now. You can't hear it, but I'm clapping in my soul. As we are done for the day, Stu.
yeah, they are.
Hey, I think that was the third side, so I think I just lost the under. All right, unfortunate. Unfortunate
For sure. Here's the final group standings. They're not quite over, but this is what they look like right now. Green Bay, Bloomington, St. Cloud, Rochester, all I believe a lock for their group.
Yeah.
And Brainerd and Duluth undefeated in their group, more than likely going to qualify and make their way into the top 8 for that bracket. But we'll show you the bracket next week when we have it. AK and I need to we need to be done for the day. You and I are about out of gas, but whew, I'm dead. I'm dead inside.
Your hair looks like you. Yeah, your hair looks like you've been through a war zone, Stu. I'm proud of you,
I
bud.
have. I'm gonna be honest, I have. Yeah, it's all right. We'll see you guys next week. Major number 2. We'll finish it off for all 3 leagues. Guys, hang tough, hang loose. Just do whatever you need to get some sleep. I'm gonna try to get some sleep. Adios, amigos. AK, appreciate you being with me for this. Guys, see you next week.
I was born with the story. I was born for the glory. Through the heat and the rain, can't deny and ignore me. I'm bred for commitment, signed up for a mission. Yeah, it comes with the price. It's all in the description. My time has arrived. I can't hesitate. Nothing is in my way. Knocking down barricades. On a different type of time. Dreams are never late. From the jump, I'm the person you can never break. Ain't got time for indecision. I'm a rebel, spirit strong like metal. I will never fit the mold. No, I was born ready to be legend. I won't settle, reaching higher levels. Just you wait and see. I'ma be legendary. I'ma be legendary. Yeah, I got the power. I've been working after hours. Seize the moment. I can't back up. Call a coward. Student of the game, like I ball at Howard. You can cut me down. I can't be devoured. Heart on 10, curve on 10. All I think is win. I can't watch it in 2020 through the lens. When I fell off, I always had to try again. Got the code that connected like I'm signing in. Ain't got time for indecision. I got 'em all locked. No, you ain't gonna hold me down. 'Cause I'm a rebel, spirit strong like metal. I will never fit the mold. No, I was born ready to be legend. I won't settle, reaching higher levels. Just you wait and see. I'm I'ma say it loud and proud, I feel like I'm the GOAT. Put some numbers on the board when I didn't have hope. Whatever comes my way, I'm with all of the smoke. Mark my words, that's the realest thing that I wrote.
I'm too exhausted, I needed the energy, needed to pick me up. I'm in your movie, but this is my cinema. I got the power, I'm built to devour. Anyone coming against me, I tower. I don't cave under pressure. Some of y'all leaving here in a stretcher. Took my time to go and get better. I was reading in the red letters. Ay, hit me with your best shot. I got time today. Feeling like a matador with that red